stars take flight. Marc D with the C's got the key to life. Retro toys and comics we adore. TV and movies, let's explore. Sunday Night Geekery, it's the place to be. With Marc D with the C, let your nerd run free. Old school vibes and stories untold. Tune in, tune out, let the magic unfold.
Hey everyone, welcome to Sunday Night Geekery, issue number, what are we up to? 224, I think. Yeah, wow. So we're getting up there. So yeah, with this new YouTube policies, it's trying to change up the background. I think this one looks kind of cool, right? That's not too bad. So yeah, full confession. Yeah, I've been using some help to get these backgrounds and thumbnails, but you know, I can do Photoshop on my own. You know, I got some skills, but not mad skills. So. And it takes a lot of time. So, yeah, I've been trying to switch things up so I don't get zapped by the algorithm that's out there. But hail everyone, and let's of course always remember our great buddy Clobbering Time.
Clobbering Time! I just love Clobbering Time.
So great to have everyone here. So people are starting to roll in. I see that number rolling up. Sorry for being late a few minutes, but Wizard is never late. He's always arrives just when he means to. So I'm messing up Gandalf's quote, but you get the idea. But hail to Brian Hepburn, and thanks for being such a great supporter of the channel. And we've also got the Real Headcase, who's also a channel member. Great to have you. Oh, Tom. Oh, I put the link in. Let me put the link in the new group. Gee, you know what happened? The stupid. Well, Elon Musk is not stupid. One of the dudes out there, but they put in this new chat. I guess you can encrypted chat, and yeah, it's been messing everything up. So you know the old groups aren't showing up. The you used to have like a picture for your group, and you know some computers that just disappears. Like I'm searching for the group and it's not there. So hopefully, all right, Tom got the new link. Yep, there, Tom. Hey,
yeah, there was no link in the other one, so yeah,
yeah, it's screwed up.
Yeah.
Oh, I did put the link in the old one, but come on.
It didn't come through for me, though. Yeah.
Oh, it didn't come through. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no.
Oh, link
whatever's going on with X.
It's screwed up.
Yeah.
You think Elon Musk could get something right, you know, once in a while, besides catching rockets and, you know, all this other stuff. So, how you been doing, Tom? What's new?
Been a heck of a weekend. Been working my butt off, and I saw Michael 3 times since Wednesday. So yeah.
Oh wow, you're the Michael man.
I guess so. Well, I mean, I always get made fun of for having so many copies of things, right?
Yep.
This is how many copies of Thriller I have on CD, and these are all different.
Yeah, and then
and not a single. This isn't even including the original release that I think I have somewhere in a CD book.
No, that's not. You know, some of those are special editions, remixes.
Yeah,
I'm
okay,
guessing.
So this is a SACD.
Okay,
right?
Which is awesome to have. Explain what an SACD is.
So this is actually like basically the 4K of CDs. It's a high definition audio. Basically, has multi-channel, like 5.1 or whatever. And then this is a special edition where it has a couple extra tracks on it. That came out in like early 2000s. And then these are basically the same thing, but this is the special fancy edition.
Oh, foil. This. Yeah.
So this is 25th anniversary, the release. And I also have it on vinyl, of course, too.
Yeah.
And then this is the one that just came out last year, or year before. Whatever,
40 years. It's 40 years old.
Yeah, the Thriller anniversary, the 40th anniversary.
Oh, my God.
So that's just how many special editions of Thriller I have.
Wow. That's thrilling.
Yeah, I think the album I have the most copies of in variant forms, yeah.
Well, I mean, Thriller, so what year did that come out then? That was
82 originally, but I mean, you know, it is the biggest selling album all time. I mean, because I bought it so many times, I'm sure I contributed
Thanks
to that.
To Tom.
I mean, my original vinyl I wore out back in the day, and my cassette wore out back in the day. I'm not even kidding. I remember when my record was so warped, it would like go like this on the turntable. It was so bad.
Right.
But I mean, I was born into a world where Michael Jackson was the king of pop, right? Like, I mean, so to me, that was one of the first icons I really connected with. I mean, there's even this picture I have upstairs buried somewhere of one of the few pictures I have of me when I'm younger still, because we had a house fire, so we had to gather up whatever pictures we could from people and whatnot. But it's a picture of me with my red jacket on, dancing to Beat It. You know?
Well, how old were you in 82?
82, I was 2, but like 3-4 years old, I was kind of coming into
okay, so you're very
Michael Jackson
young.
was like
you're very young.
Like
okay.
yeah, so like for me, music was like Michael Jackson, Billy Joel, you know, coming in at that time with like Uptown Girl and stuff like that. Those were really big when I was a kid. I remember, but yeah, Michael was when I really gravitated towards, and so yeah, I saw it like 3 times. So yeah.
Wow. Well, it's great to have everyone
Well,
here.
I got lucky that you know, I talk about it sometimes in my little podunk theater down here, little $5 theater. They actually had it, so I'm like, to hell with it, I'm gonna go see it again, and I went and see it again the next day because it's only $5.
Yeah. Why not, right? Yep. But well, let's say hi to a couple of people in the chat that rolled in. Hopefully, don't miss anyone. I think I had the Real Head Case. We've got Claude Sallin, Brian Hepburn. I think I mentioned Tim Hayes is here. RJ Godzilla. And but we got like 30 people here, which is awesome. So Michael. No, I was born in 68. You know, a year before we landed on the moon, to date myself. And you know, I was a heavy metal, hard rock, Led Zeppelin. You know, I did love Billy Joel, and I liked a lot of stuff too. I did like alternative, and but you know, we knew that WPLJ in New York, 95.5 was one of the great radio stations in the country. Rock radio stations, and we knew it was over for them when they started playing Michael Jackson. Now, because we're like, oh my God, they're playing Michael Jackson. Not just a few. They started gradually shift their format away from hard rock, and one of the things our buddies were complaining about was, you know, playing Michael Jackson. And you know, I appreciate his music. You know, he was just everywhere.
Van Halen's on Beat It.
Yeah, no. So Van Halen, no, but like Beat It, we could live with, right? But it was just the whole. But you could tell like the whole radio station was changing. It wasn't just Michael Jackson, yeah. And RJ says Z100 was king. LOL. Yeah,
I think that probably had a lot to do with MTV at the time, possibly too.
Yeah, and people were mentioning MTV and pop music, but we didn't want any of that stuff on our rock stations, right? We had other stations if we wanted to hear that, but. Unless you lived through it, I mean, you got the Beatles, which obviously I don't remember any of, but you know, Madonna was massive, and Michael Jackson just took off like crazy. Of course, he was a child star too, you know, with the Jackson 5,
right?
So massive star then too. Don't forget.
Did you get a chance to go see it or no?
I did not get a chance to go see it. I wanted to go see it today with my wife. Wanted to go see it too, and there's a small new local theater. Which has a nice recline. It's actually a theater inside a hotel, so it's like 40 seats, and it's you know, they don't have like fresh popcorn. You know, like you can bring your own or buy stuff there. Like they'll pop your popcorn in a microwave for it, which is kind of lame. But it's you can order drinks and stuff, and so it's in a movie theater. So I mean, in a hotel. So we almost went, but she was like, "I'm really tired." Hey, Dan Barry. She's like, "I'm really, really tired. I don't want to go out today." And usually she's the one that's like does everything, and was sick last week and was on antibiotics. So I cut her some slack. So maybe we'll go during the week. Yep. But it's been a massive hit, right? I mean, let me check the box office on it, but
it's up to 215 plus million worldwide so far, and close to 100 in the U.S. alone. So
yeah, so that's pretty
biggest
huge.
biopic in ever, I guess. So far, I mean, wise.
Yeah, so that's pretty. Yeah, let's share we love talking box office here, so let's share this tab here. Let's see. Turn off the audio. And how did you like it, Tom? I assume you went to see it 3 times. I'm sure you enjoyed it,
right? I mean, I wouldn't say it's a 10 out of 10. I mean, I give it like an 8 or 9. I mean, it's kind of on a similar level of Bohemian Rhapsody, but it's a bit more complex. And again, I don't know how deep you want me to get into a review of it, but we can talk about the box office part
into it,
first. But no, I was kind of surprised at how well it did. I mean, not totally. I knew it was going to do well. But I'm more happy to see like the audience say "F you" to the media and the critics.
Didn't the critics pretty much kill this? Like Rotten Tomatoes was like
they tried, and it's hilarious how they showed their ass in this whole thing, Because they just basically wanted this movie to be nothing but Michael diddling kids for 2 hours. That's really what they wanted. You know, where they're the stars, you know, the media. That's what they're pissed about, is that they don't get to control the narrative anymore. And, you know, there's a lot more complication that goes into it. And I reported on it a year ago, a lot of the stuff that's finally getting around, even though they're negating to tell you that part, where they did shoot all this stuff about the allegations and him getting arrested and all that business. But because of an issue with the Chandler-Jordan family, or Jordan Chandler, however you say his name, I can't remember which direction it is. But because of that whole thing, they had to reconfigure the movie, and so now it's going to be probably, most likely, two-parter, because even at the end of the film, it does kind of tease a sequel's coming. So,
well, yeah, they had to pull all that, pull everything out. Yeah,
kind of. I mean, well,
or redo.
Well, what happened is originally the idea was going to be like a big 3.5-hour epic film, right? It was going to wrap around his entire life.
Do the whole life. Yeah, it's the whole life story at once. Yeah.
But when the estate negated to tell them about the whole issue with the one kid, and they couldn't use him in the movie
because of the rights or
because of the agreement and the settlement.
Yeah,
and I'm pretty sure from what I had been told that they wanted a lot of that stuff in there because, you know, a lot of people don't know the truth about a lot of that stuff, but at the same time, you know, I'm sure a big part of it was because Michael was adamant that he wanted to go to court. He did not want to settle, but
second time around.
Both times. Sony forced him to settle.
I thought he settled the first time he settled.
No, it was, I mean, he just...
Hey, Paulie's here. He said he heard the movie sucked.
You didn't see it yet? This guy sees every movie.
Paulie saw it 6 times.
He sees movies called like Buhamba Blah 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 with a bunch of people dancing around for 4 hours, singing in you know, these Bollywood movies, but he won't go see Michael. The biggest movie on the planet right now, and he hasn't seen it.
I'm sure Paulie saw it, right? Paulie? Come on, you had to have seen it, Paulie, right? But yeah, it was so the box office is pretty darn big. But yeah, so they had to pull this stuff out because of
and I was told
confidentiality agreements or
so I was told that they were going to rework it into basically part 1 and part 2. So they did do some reshoots to kind of to fill in some spots here and there to kind of work things out for the first part, I guess. I don't know what they did specifically, but I was told that it ends with bad, and it does. Yeah. And
which was really good.
Well, but I mean, it's so there's a whole another 20 plus years to tell here yet.
Yeah.
So we'll see, but I don't know when the second part's supposed to be coming out. I'm assuming probably next year. But no, the movie itself is okay. I mean, that's the thing with the critics, is they went after it in the wrong way. There's plenty of stuff they could have went after it and looked like they were actually legitimately criticizing the film. Instead, they chose to criticize the movie that doesn't exist. Right? Like they're going after
they're saying for stuff they should have covered and focused on this.
But it's not even But
did they show how quirky he is though? I mean,
oh yeah. I mean, they don't even get to that part. Like, that's the whole thing. I mean, there's tons and tons and tons and tons of stuff they had to like sweep over and go through real quickly. And I mean, the way the critics are treating this, you'd think that it treats him like he's a saint, but it's like, you know, actually there's a ton of stuff they left out that would have made Michael look even better. Right? But no, they do try to do a pretty good job of giving him a balanced view of who this guy is, where he came from, why he is the way he is. And the movie itself is more or less just about Michael trying to gain his independence from his father, and then at what cost that's going to be when it comes down the road. Like, and that's kind of what we're set up for here in the film. And Michael trying to gain his own voice and own style and his own thing, right? Like, so... And you were alive during this point. To me, like, the movie's missing a lot of contextual things to where, like, if you're somebody who wasn't alive during it, though, you would have no idea what the hell's going on or how important some of these things were.
The Pepsi hype.
That they do a pretty good job with. But, for instance, like, they do the Billie Jean performance on Motown 25. And if you don't know what that's all about, you have no idea the impact that had. And no,
that was the first time. Wasn't that the first time he did the moon dance?
The moonwalk, yes. And Brooke Shields and any of his dating stuff has been completely left out of the film. That's another thing I was saying.
Oh, left out? Interesting.
Yeah, they could have made him look, you know, a lot better in the movie by leaving that stuff in, and they haven't. And even in the plastic surgery, which I don't think Michael would have been happy about being in the movie, they even, in reality, he broke his nose during doing a practice for a concert, and that's when he got his first nose job, and then from there it was all cosmetic. But in the movie, he just decides to do it cosmetically. They just jump right to that.
Oh, they don't.
So like that's the biggest issue I have with the movie is you're literally jumping through years in a 2-hour movie that feels so compressed. And I mean, the movie's over and you're like, wait, that's it?
That's it? Oh, you wanted more, right?
And it's not just that I know there's a second half. It's like it feels like there's a good 30, 40, 50, maybe more minutes left on the cutting room floor of just this part of the story. Because there's so much stuff they sweep over, like I said, so quickly.
Well, you could have gotten Peter Jackson to do it and made five films, because he did The Hobbit, and he made The Hobbit 3 films, which I never
you had so much stuff to work with, man. It's like, this could have been a mini-series, like a 12, 13, 14-part mini-series as far as that goes. Oh, you finally got your ticket?
Yeah, we shamed Pauline to going where you did, Tom.
So.
Yeah, you got him. Yeah, he's going now.
No, he's going to tell us Romy wants to go. That's what it
Yeah, Romy wants to go. Yeah. Well, that's always a good answer, right? Yeah, do whatever your better half suggests. Yeah, you might. Yeah, it's always a safe bet. But no, you could probably make a whole movie just of the Jackson 5, right? I mean,
they kind of did already, and that's the best part about this, as far as like, because I was worried they were going to waste too much time on his childhood. So I'm like, we already got kind of the definitive Jackson 5 film with the miniseries from ABC back in the day called Jackson's The American Dream. I don't know if you ever saw it or not, but
I never saw it. No, but
yeah, it's actually very good, and it covers
pretty good,
most of the stuff that this movie kind of quickly runs through, even quicker with the kids side of it. Because I mean, it starts off when he's a kid, but it jumps to 1978 within like the first 30 minutes of the movie or whatever. So it goes through all that stuff like super fast,
pretty fast. Yeah.
But I mean, there's moments I wish it would have slowed down, because like we only get like one making of the song kind of moments in the movie, and it's like, oh god, I know all these stories that would have been amazing to have in the movie, and there's all kinds of other fun stuff that they could have had in the movie that they didn't. Even like We Are the World is completely, it doesn't even mentioned or anything like that.
Oh, it's not Message? Wow.
Not even mentioned. So like again, as like at that point you're going like, gosh, there's so much stuff they could have put in here that would have made him look even better that they didn't. So I don't even know what the critics are griping about, other than like I just said. And they're still not going to be happy about the second half when it does come out. So
yeah,
but that's going to be a little bit more of a tougher sell to the audience.
The second part, yeah.
But there is some highlights for it, at least there's some things to look forward to. But
not with Vanessa Williams. Okay,
yeah. Okay, and, what's her face played Catherine Jackson. Who also played Tina Turner? What's her name? Angela Bassett.
Oh, that's good. That's good casting. Yeah. So I'll have to check that out. Yeah, but just culturally, that he was huge. But everyone knew he was weird, though, right? From the start.
Yeah, and I mean, you kind of get that idea from the movie, is that, and this is kind of well known, but like in general, like I mean, he didn't have a childhood. I mean, he was doing this stuff since he was like 5-6 years old, basically. In music business, yeah. And he was always a big star, right? Didn't they hit it pretty early fast.
With the Jackson
like 69
5, right?
is when they hit it big. So he was already, they'd been doing it for a couple of years at that point. But again, like he didn't really go to school much, so he didn't have a normal childhood at all.
Yeah.
I mean, when we say that, it's like, oh, boo-hoo. No, like literally, like there's a great scene in the film where he talks about going to school after becoming successful, and he's like, the other kids treat me weird. They don't treat me like a person. So this guy,
because the brothers are much older, right?
Yeah, so they had more normal experiences compared to Michael and Janet, because those were the two youngest. But
yeah,
like, so Michael lived almost a completely isolated life for the first 20 years outside of when he was out and on stage and stuff. And they show a lot of that in the film. And again, they don't get into his dating, but like the whole point of the film is he's like really desperate for friends. He doesn't really he doesn't know how to socialize exactly. He's awkward in that sense. Plus he's also, like you said, this kid who becomes basically the biggest superstar on the planet when he's a kid.
Yeah.
And he can have anything he wants, but he also has a tyrant for a father. So it's double-sided. So that's kind of where the movie hits its stride, where he's like, I got to get away from my dad, and that kind of business. So yeah.
And he was the breakout star of the Jackson 5. The other guys were popular, but Michael, the young guy with the great vocals and the charisma, Yeah, he was it. I would say he's always was number
Well, I
number
got it
one
on
in the
good
group,
authority
right?
that his back hurt from carrying the Jacksons fives for so long.
Right? I mean, the other guys are talented. There's no,
Not nearly the same,
but
though,
not
yeah.
not like Mike. I mean, Michael, but Mike. That's like comparing yourself to Elvis or Paul McCartney or
Yeah.
John. One of the true all-time greats. And you have that charisma too. You just can't teach charisma, right? Like they always joke in basketball. You can't teach height, right? To be a center, you
True.
just you got it. So the other brothers, yeah, they're talented, but Jackson 5 ain't hitting it big. The stratosphere they hit if it's not for Michael Jackson, right? I mean, that's not a controversial
I don't
statement.
think anybody, even the brothers, I think half of them wouldn't be able to argue with you.
Yeah.
I'm
I
not
mean, they
saying
would have had
wouldn't
some
get
hits.
butthurt, but
Yeah, they might have had. Yeah, they would have had some hits, but I don't think they'd be remembered like like they are today. I mean, so here's an article. This is from
without Michael,
2025.
they'd have basically been the Junior Temptations,
Yeah.
right? Like Teenage Temptations. I mean,
Yeah, and they would have
Michael
gone
added the
away.
extra flavor that they needed to, and they were kind of like this transitional group at the time, because you went from that 60s era of what we consider classic rock now, right?
Yeah.
Of the stuff that was coming out of that era, and it was pre-disco, so it had that mix of soul with a little bit of rock, but that
Yeah.
Motown sound that was key to launching their career. But then Michael, of course, adopted so many different types of music that's where his
What's that pop up?
there we go. Here.
There we go. Oh, hello, sir. Yeah.
We know what you've been looking up.
Yeah.
But no, like I said, there's so much stuff they could have got into in the movie that they didn't. The movie might be a little difficult for casual fans to people who aren't real familiar with Michael. Because again, like I said, if you're not familiar with a lot of who these people are and the events while they're happening, that's one thing the movie has a problem with, is giving the audience a good context of what's going on and where they're at. Because it jumps through so much stuff so quickly. And I mean, unlike Bohemian Rhapsody, which for some reason has a lot of shit out of order for no good reason, there's only one time I remember in this movie, they're almost like extremely accurate to the point of costumes and the venues they were at certain events, and the recordings that they're using from those live shows and all that kind of business.
Yeah.
So they're really meticulous about that. But the one time they went off a little bit that I kind of like scratched my head is, for some reason, and this isn't much of a spoiler because it happens pretty early on in the movie, as Michael gets into doing Thriller, it shows him do the video for Beat It and Thriller like boom boom before he's ever even been on MTV, which I'm like, no, you're missing some context there, even though they have the scene after that where the head of CBS, played by Mike Myers, basically makes the threats that actually happened to the head of MTV, that if he didn't play Billie Jean, he was going to pull all of Epic's artists from MTV, which included people like Billy Joel, etc. So some pretty big name artists.
Yeah, because the MTV, back then they, it was basically
notoriously didn't
rock.
play black artists.
Yes,
Exactly.
Yeah. So they wouldn't play rap. And then they finally added MTV Raps. They put it on like at 3:00, or something.
Well, basically, Michael
afternoon.
Jackson opened up that door for
a
lot
more
of black
diverse
artists
and diverse music and everything. Yeah.
And like
But
you
it's
said,
tough
it
when
even
you-
kind of affected your radio station going back full circle. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, because you had, they just wanted to be kind of like a pop rock. And when you have just one station, too, which is kind of not fair to them in some ways, there was only one MTV, right? So, it's kind of like the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is not the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame anymore. It's the Music Hall of Fame. They really need to change the title.
But yeah, because for me, the context there that was missed was Michael did Beat It and Thriller as short films specifically, because he's like, okay, I've got this opportunity now to be on MTV. Now let me show these guys how a music video could be.
Could be like a movie. Basically a movie, yeah.
Because he was one of the first ones to really do that. Because before that, is if you go back through MTV's history, they did some fun stuff in videos, but he was the first one to give you a real cinematic experience, and the bar was set, right? Like nobody was ever going to be able to get over that bar again. Even Michael himself had a hard time getting over that bar again after Thriller. You know, I don't think he ever hit that height again with video. Bad might be the closest one he came to getting any kind of
with that gang fight.
Yeah.
I
mean, he had some controversies with the black and white video, for instance, stuff like that, but that had nothing to do with the song itself, and it could easily be chopped off for those who don't remember. After the song ends, Michael, he turns into a panther at the end of the song because he was playing with the morph technology. You know, it was really popular after T2. And there's a whole shit ton of morphs in that video. And so he morphs into a panther, and then he morphs out of a panther into himself again, and he just trashes a car. And he does like this improvised dance while he's trashing this car. And parents lost their minds over it, which is funny because we live in a world where a song called Wet Ass Pussy exists and was played on Top 40 radio. Yet I remember when people would lose their minds because Michael Jackson grabbed his crotch.
It was end of the world. Well, it was a different time. It was
I know, right? It's like
we had Tipper Gore, you know, was trying to stop Ozzy Osbourne in heavy metal, and it was just you know, morality police.
Remember the Time's pretty good too. You're right, Paulie. That's a pretty good video.
Yeah. So no, he had some good hits, but how do you top Thriller? You can't.
But Thriller still, I don't think has ever been topped as far as music videos.
No, and plus it was like a movie when you watch it. I started watching it last night. I was, I'm surfing my iPad in bed, and then on Twitter X, and Thriller came up. I couldn't listen to it, but I had it on, with the words going, just watching the video without the words. Without the music, excuse me, and it's so theatrical. It's just amazing. Yep. And Brian is asking us, why didn't they show Diana Ross or Janet Jackson? Now, Janet Jackson declined to be in the movie. I guess she didn't want herself portrayed. And Latoya, I think, was talking about that in an interview that I was reading. I don't know why Diana Ross was not in, because she was a huge part of Michael Jackson's life. Did she decide not to be in the movie?
Stuff? I guess the production themselves decided not to use her. And that makes me wonder what they had, because, look, I'm one who's always kind of been of the belief that Michael was more asexual, although there are some people that said he did seriously date some women, and there's always this thing where he supposedly, one of the reasons why he didn't date so much in his 20s was that he had a big, huge thing for Diana Ross.
Okay.
And the rumor goes even farther that they actually had a bit of a fling. That kind of began on, I believe, the set of The Wiz, and then, because, funny enough, Michael was actually dating the girl who played Dorothy in the stage version of The Wiz at the same time.
Okay.
So it was all kind of weird. It was there's like these little rumors and things that kind of percolated for years, because that was the thing before the allegations came about. The whole thing is that Michael Jackson was in love with Diana Ross, and there's plenty of proof of that. Like, there's even an interview where he talks about how it'll be years until he gets over her, because I believe she had just gotten married or something at the time.
Yeah.
So like he had always had this thing for Diana Ross, and
well, he made the right choice, because she ended up in prison in Greenwich, Connecticut overnight. So, yeah. What did she go to prison for? Was it tax evasion, or was
that it?
Yeah, she ended up in prison. But then they let her leave. She had to go during the day, and then she had to leave at night. But what was it? Was it taxes, I think?
She was in 48 hours in Greenwich, Connecticut jail for driving under the influence. Okay.
Oh, driving under the influence. Okay. DUI, yeah. So it was like a celebrity jail. Like, probably all the, can you sign my album?
Diana fucking Ross, man. I mean.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm sure that was probably a pretty cool jail for those 2 days. But, so I guess it sounds like Diana Ross was something that was just cut out. And probably there'll be extended edition.
I would hope, but I don't know how much the other celebrities will make their way into it. I mean, they don't even have the Paul McCartney stuff in here or any of that kind of stuff. Like, all that's completely left out. And I mean,
Couldn't you just given me Let It Be? Can I just at least have Let It Be? Come on, Michael. Let me buy Let It Be. And Paulie said, Dirty Diana's a great song. Smooth Criminal. And also, he has a patent on Smooth Criminal when he puts his feet, I'll pull it up, when he puts his feet and they lean forward. There's actually a patent that he has on doing that lean with the shoes. Because it looks so cool. And Dirty Diana, he was playing in Britain, and And they had the clip that was on last night. Princess Diana comes up and asks, "Are you doing Dirty Diana tonight?" He's like, "No, I took it out of respect to you." And she's like, "But that's my favorite song."
Of course it would be.
Yeah.
And he's like, "It's too late to get it back in now."
Yeah, I can't get it back in, but yeah. So I mean, just like look at it was on that.
Yeah, Polly and I were talking about the other day. And this is funny because you go find some clips of Michael when he's talking to Diana Ross, especially when he's older. Michael,
and you can kind of tell them
he is flirting like he's never flirted with anybody before. It's like a completely different Michael. Like,
what's the age difference between them? Got to be like 20
God,
years.
She's old enough to be his mother, for fuck's sake.
Okay,
I mean,
right?
on.
Yeah, so think, right? Yeah.
But
it's Diana Ross.
I mean,
right? Okay, all is forgiven. Yeah.
I mean, she's still pretty hot till. I mean, I haven't seen her in recent years, but I mean, last I remembered,
well,
she was still pretty good looking for her age. Yeah.
Crushes on Mrs. Brady, right? Or the Partridge Family, Mrs. Partridge.
There's some of those. I'm not saying that Diana never had work done, but I mean, she's still one of those that seemed like she aged very gracefully with whatever work she did have done for the most part. But yeah.
Gene Simmons from Kiss was dating Cher, introduced him to Diana Ross, and they started a relationship while he was still with Cher. Okay. Interesting.
Gene Simmons, I think, you know how you got 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon? Gene Simmons has slept with so many people, there's only 1 degree of separation.
Yeah. And who's Gene Simmons married to now? That's
What's her face, the soft porn star. He's been married to her for years.
Yeah, we were just watching on Toxic Tuesday.
What the hell's her name?
Someone in the chat will help us out. Yeah.
I know it too, and it's on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah,
along with many other men. Oh,
yeah. Oh, she was in Hot Dog. It was Shannon Tweed from Hot Dog.
Shannon Tweed. That's it. Thank you.
Hot Dog the movie. Yeah, I'm the world's expert on Hot Dog the movie.
And then they had the animated show there. I think they even did their voices on that, unlike the Beatles.
Yeah, the Beatles. It was not their voices. It was terrible.
Oh, they were terrible. Yes.
Yeah, it's like, come on, you got to have the Beatles' voices. Yeah. So, but Michael Jackson also had then. So, how much did it get into the weirdness? Like, ends at bad. Like,
what's
like
weird is they have like him.
Or...
No, they didn't get into any of that, but they got into like, when they had his rat, and then then he got the giraffe and the llama and the giraffe and Bubbles. They actually have a scene.
They have Bubbles
where he gets Bubbles, and then they got a scene where he's walking his llama.
Yeah.
There's a couple of scenes where he does like. There's a lot. Enough
this is
of
after
that.
Thriller. Yeah.
There's enough of that in there to where you get the idea that Michael's living in La La Land, basically.
Yeah. Well, he's got all the money in the world, right? So, I mean, what the hell, you can only imagine. But I would build myself. If I had that kind of money, I'm building myself my own Starship Enterprise, and I'm living in the freaking thing. So,
I mean, it's kind of what he did. I mean, Xanadu. I mean, Neverland.
Neverland, right? Neverland never grew up. I mean, I had
Xanadu, but yeah.
Yeah, we had my son's girlfriend was he was traveling. They're passing through, and they brought me. It was a really good day because they brought me this. They brought me.
What's that?
I'm big in myself to do food related.
Oh, pizza.
And look at that, #1 white clam.
Oh.
So he was in New Haven with his girlfriend, and the mom, her mom drove back, so they had never been to our house. They're like, oh, you got to see, my office. I wish I'd filmed a reaction video. So she comes into the office. She's like, oh my God, I can't believe this. Oh my God, this is amazing. Everyone would love this office. And my wife is like rolling her eyes, like, don't enable him. Don't encourage him, So, she, so it was that kind of thing. Like if you had unlimited funds and, you could do this stuff. I mean, what the hell, right? You can't take it with you. So have fun and spend it. Right. So, that kind of stuff I appreciate, even though I'm not
he made a lot of people very rich.
Yeah. And buying all this stuff and, so his
just
albums,
working with him and for him and, him doing what he did. I mean, who's going to tell him no? And that's kind of set up in the movie, kind of setting him up for his inevitable fall is like, his dad's got him cornered and he's like, nobody understands you. Nobody will understand you like your family. And everybody's going to want something from you and everybody will say yes to you.
Yeah,
which,
no one's gonna say no. Yeah.
you know, kind of comes off as mean at first, but when you stop to think about it, he's like, his dad's right, because once he leaves the protection of the compound and his dad's, you know, leadership and all that kind of stuff, that's where Michael sets himself up for what's to come, you know, basically. I mean, but like you said, they do get into the Pepsi thing, which sets up his addiction.
Yeah, so people don't know. Yeah, so they're doing the Pepsi commercial. Michael Jackson has a ton of product in his hair, and fireworks go off too close, or the special effects, and his hair actually catches on fire. And people at first, I mean, they have the video of it. You can see it. I think it got released in court. And it's pretty serious. You joke about it. Like I always joke. I was an altar boy, and you know, you bow your head. And I back then when I had hair, it was really long in the 70s. I started to smell something. My friend, you know, all the other altar boys like, Mark, you're on fire. You're on fire. So I'm like, what? He's like, your hair. Like my hair caught on. So I'm like, shit. And I'm like, oh, I had the Holy Spirit was with me that day.
Yeah,
so,
and this movie does a good job of covering that, because it was an injury that he dealt with up till his death, actually. And most people have kind of figured, oh, he got better. No, he didn't get better.
Well, it was from addiction, or was from
no, the burn itself. Like he had to constantly get he basically, a part of his scalp was exposed for the rest of his life, and because he had to constantly get it touched up or whatever, and he had exposed nerves, so he's constantly in pain on top of it all.
So it was a much more serious an injury than anyone.
Exactly, and then so he had a wig then on top of that, like a wig piece. When he was out in public,
so he always had to wear a wig or a
like
piece
that's
of
basically what led him into his
addictions.
pain addictions, because otherwise he pretty much lived a very clean cut life. First of all, because he was Jehovah's Witness, but that's you know, the thing is that people have said he never really drank, he never smoked, any of that kind of stuff. So
so this so it was a 3rd-degree burn on his scalp then.
Yep.
So very serious. So
like basically he could have died. And like the doctors, like in the movie, they even say it, like if it had spread at all, he'd have been dead.
What do you mean? You mean from an infection? Or you mean from the fire? I mean,
both,
from,
one or the other. Because if it had gotten to his eyes or in his lungs or anything like that, like he breathed in.
Yeah, so it seems crazy. You always assume, well, it's safe because you know we're you know, it's production or whatever. There's this pet chimpanzee which you had to get rid of.
Bubbles.
Yeah, Bubbles. But chimps
still alive.
Yeah, when they get to maturity, then they rip you up like the girl in Stanford. Her face got eaten.
Mean.
Yeah. He's mean.
That's what he told Eddie, because Eddie Murphy came over one day. He's like, hey, where's Bubbles? He's like, oh, he's got to stay in a cage now. He's mean.
He's mean.
And Eddie started fucking with him in the cage, and Mike's like, stop it. You're gonna make him mad.
Yeah, so no, but chimps.
But I guess he's at a sanctuary now. Yeah,
he's at a sanctuary. Yeah, let's say pull up his discography. Let's see here.
Oh gosh, I mean, if you don't count the Motown stuff, the older stuff before,
Yeah, just talking his. So early solo career. Let's see here. So we've got "Gotta Be There," Ben, "Music and Me," "Forever."
And he did
Michael.
all those when he was still technically with the Jackson 5.
Those are like solo albums, right? Yeah.
Outings, yeah.
Yep. And then we got a question here from Brian. Let's get to that too. Convenient once he got released, new allegations of assault were announced, but
I don't like getting into a lot of it. There's so many videos that do a good job debunking all that stuff. So
it's just not a surprise. Yeah, whenever there's publicity, good, bad, and different, there's going to be, people are going to start talking, right?
Well,
it's just going to bring things to light, right? Not saying whether they're right or wrong, but it's it's just going to happen, right? It's just the nature of human nature.
Where there's
right?
money, there's shit that happens.
And he said, "Do you think Sony has some sort of blame?" Well, they enabled him, right?
I don't want to die
doctor
tomorrow,
went to prison.
So.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
The doctor
no,
went to prison.
No.
We can say that. Right?
There's some speculation of this. There's some. I don't know. It's a conspiracy, but there's enough. What the hell would you call it? Not
circumstantial.
Circumstantial. I don't know if I call it evidence.
Wouldn't call it. It's just.
But there's enough motivation, and there's some questionable things that even Michael, I guess, had said some things that were really kind of sketchy to where it kind of makes you wonder. Like, you and I have talked about this, I know, and several others have too, where basically, you know, back in the day when we grew up, you had tons and tons of different record labels, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Now, literally all of the music in the world is, well, at least the major American music that we know of, is owned by 3 different companies.
Sony.
BMG and, was it Universal and...
Yeah, is it Universal BMG now, or what the heck?
Sony and BMG, I think, are together. Universal, and I'm trying to remember who the other one is.
Warner? Is Warner still in the music business?
I think so, yes. I think you're right. I think it's those 3 who own all the music,
but
basically.
they bought up all the other little labels.
Yeah,
that
so
were
they
out
bought
there.
up all the little labels and all that kind of business. So
Like Chrysalis, or, you know.
Yeah, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, all
but
the
funny thing is Michael Jackson, at the time of his death, owned more music rights than most record companies owned. Like,
smart, brilliant, totally brilliant.
Yeah,
I mean, people got mad at him
such
for
a huge
buying up the
catalog,
Beatles, but that was his idea, right? To buy those.
Well, you know, that famous story,
and somewhere to spend his money, right? But the Paul McCartney, you want to talk about the Paul McCartney and the Beatles
Go
stuff?
for it. Which I'm surprised it's not in the movie, but yeah.
Yeah, but basically, Paul, from what I've studied and read, you know, Paul just didn't have the cash at that time to compete with Michael in terms of buying the music. And Paul is, I think, or at the time, or maybe still is the most successful rock musician business-wise. I don't know if that's still the case, but and rightly so. But
well, this
the way
was for, to be clear,
money.
this was for everything pre-Apple Core, correct? If I remember right.
Yeah.
So Michael was, and
They were
Michael
up
was
for sale.
told by Paul. This is the irony of the story: was he was turned on to this whole idea by Paul because Paul said the money's not in the, you know, the performing and the selling of the records and stuff. It's in the owning of the music rights.
Yeah,
like, that's where all the money really is.
Yeah.
So when the Beatles
and
rights,
the merchandising.
well, yeah,
Sorry.
which comes along with that stuff. But like, yeah, but so when the Beatles rights came up, like you said, Paul was trying to get some money together and get us all stuff going together. And I think he was under the impression that Michael was going to buy it and then sell it to him at cost.
Yeah.
But I guess there was a miscommunication or a misunderstanding, and Michael's like, no, I don't plan on selling it.
Yeah, why should you? Right, I guess. I mean, why should you sell it to a cost?
And
But,
Michael was a very shrewd businessman. Like, everything as far as the rest of his life, when it came to the business side of things, like I said earlier, he was always called the 35-year-old, 8-year-old, or 10-year-old, or whatever in the room. Because when it came to business, he learned a lot of shit from his old man. You know, for everything bad he also learned a lot of good shit. So he didn't get taken advantage of like a lot of stars would. Michael was one of the few stars to actually own the rights to his music, and that wasn't even by his design necessarily. That was by pure accident because of E.T. Did you know
what happened with E.T.? No, I don't know the story. Yeah.
So when he's in the midst of doing Thriller, Steven Spielberg and him start a friendship. And he wanted Steven, after seeing E.T., because he fell in love with it, and he also loved Close Encounters, of course. He wanted Steven, and he did, I guess, actually have Steven design an entire stage show for him for Thriller. And at the same time, Steven's like, you know, you loved E.T., why don't you do a song for E.T., and you can even record the audio track for the storybook.
Yeah.
So it was released, this big whole thing with a poster and all this other business. Well, the head of Sony at the time, I just forgot his damn name, the guy that Mike Myers plays in the movie.
Yeah.
He goes, why is Michael kissing a monster? Tell Michael to quit kissing this monster.
Right.
And then he found out about this album, and he's like, what the hell is this? Because it was released by MCA, not Epic.
Oh, okay.
So he had it pulled, and it caused a huge controversy.
Oh, because it was a different label. Yeah, you're not supposed to have an
so
artist
then the
on
head
a
of
different label.
head of Epic was like, he pissed off both Steven Spielberg and Michael Jackson in one fell swoop. He's like, what do I do to make this shit right? He's like, well, first of all, let him release the goddamn record. It's one fucking song. It's like,
Yeah, who cares, right? Yeah.
it was never even a hit, right? Like, the only reason people know about it was because it was on the Michael Jackson album. And John Williams, I think, wrote it, actually.
Oh, okay.
But like, so like they're like, let him release the album and give him his masters. And I think it's because Michael wanted his masters. So yeah, so
we'll explain what the masters are to people.
Well, yeah, because this is why Prince changed his name. Because in the business, you don't own nothing if you don't own your own masters. This is why a lot of artists will re-record their music sometimes when they're older, because
Taylor Swift.
Yeah, because they'll learn later on, and that's exactly the example that they don't own the music that the record company does, and they don't have the masters, and they can't do anything without the masters. And I mean, you could do a bootleg, I guess, but that doesn't mean you legally, you know, once you own the masters legally, you're the one that owns them. So yeah, Taylor Swift eventually bought her masters back, but that was her whole reason for recording that album full of remakes, was because she didn't own those original masters.
Yeah, Scooter Braun had bought her music. Yeah.
And then Prince changed his name, and it was probably because he learned that Michael got his rights, so he was pissed. And Prince learned that if he changed his name, that means he got to renegotiate his contract with Warner Brothers.
The artist formerly known as Prince.
Yeah, everybody thought that was some big, huge, weird, like, oh, he's just going off the deep. No, that was all because he wanted to renegotiate his contract.
I love it, yeah.
And it's like a total kind of move that Michael Jackson probably would have done too. So Michael got lucky on that part because... Yeah, like that E.T. album. That's the only reason he's got his music rights.
Yeah, so
but now they got him back. Sony did after his death, but
yeah. So we got Michael Jackson's albums that are "Gotta Be There." Were there any hits on that one? Let's
Gotta
see.
Be There is
Gotta Be There. Yeah, Gotta Be There's a good song. Rockin' Robin's huge. Okay, but was that? I thought that was a Jackson 5. Well, they probably sang it all
no,
together.
actually, he's the only one on it. But I love the guitar on that bitch.
It's a great,
and I love the movie because they actually pull out the vocals and it just plays the guitar in one part. I'm like, oh, that's so cool.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
It's one of my favorite versions of that song.
Hey, dude, bro, on Rumble, how's it going? And Your Old Toys, hey, hail to Your Old Toys. So this is like an EP, I guess, right? Yeah, just it's only 5 songs, right? Or I guess that's considered a full album. You've Got a Friend, some Ain't No Sunshine. Sold over 1.5 million copies worldwide. Wow. So that's pretty big, right? Yeah. Certified gold. So, of course, albums don't sell anymore either. But, 1.5 million. That's side 2. Here we go. Yeah, Rock and Roll. So
it had 5 singles on it, though.
Wow, yeah. Those are the 5 singles. Yeah. Ain't No
I Want to Be Where You Are, Got to Be There. Those are still pretty big hits. Rockin' Robin, as you said. Yep.
Yep. Pretty huge. Yep. And... So let's see his next album. So that's a pretty big hit, and he's pretty young there, right? Yeah, how old is he?
That's still pretty early on in the.
Yeah, so that's his first album. Then Ben. Now this is the rap movie.
Yep.
Ben, and that song went to number 1.
Where
didn't it?
Willard ends, Ben begins. It went to number 1, and it also won an Oscar, I believe.
Yep.
And
so
Michael cried.
Huh?
Because he said, "Mother, the man won an Oscar, and he didn't even thank me for singing his song." Seriously. Because the guy that won the Oscar for writing Ben, he's like, he thanked all these people. He didn't even thank Michael Jackson.
Well, you got to thank Michael Jackson for singing the goddamn song.
The only reason that song was number 1 was because of Michael. Come on.
It's not winning without
Nobody
Michael,
went to see Ben. Nobody gave a crap about Ben. I like it. I'm not saying I didn't, but no, it's the sequel to Willard. But
it's
you gotta
a movie about a rat.
About killer rats, yeah.
Killer rats, yeah. So it was 2 million copies, yep. So the title track, Ben.
Oh, Ben was huge, yeah.
Ben was a huge song. I don't personally think it's that good of a song, but it was...
Again, like I said, it's not a very great song. If it wasn't for the fact that Michael Jackson's singing it, nobody else would have cared.
Yeah. So that's 72. So he's growing up a little bit there. You can see,
It's one of the only reasons we remember that movie still.
Right? Yeah.
Willard,
Music and Me.
A little different. People remember that one, but like Ben, people forget that Ben existed if it wasn't for that song.
Yeah, for sure. Yep. So this album, let's see, how did this album do? This album was on World Tour with his brothers as a member of Jackson 5.
Music and Me is a great fucking song.
Yeah. It released the singles. You have Too Young, Happy. Okay, so it went to...
This one was... The other songs on the album weren't as good, but Music and Me was a pretty big one from my memory.
Yeah. I'm trying to see what they list what these. Usually they list what the songs went to, right? Yeah. Let's see. Notes. Oh, charts. Here we go. Yep. No, they don't have the singles chart here, but it went to. So not massive in the U.S. Went to 24, I guess, but.
He was getting a little older there too.
Yeah. So B rating. Let's see it. There's no. Are there any massive hits on this?
No,
album?
Music and Me is the only one on there that really
Music and Me,
did
right?
anything.
Yeah, people remember. Yeah. So that's and then we go to Forever Michael, 75. Yep. How old is he in 1975?
This is where he's getting a little older. He's about probably 13, 14, 15, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Because the weird thing with Michael is and they even bring that up in the movie, they lied about his age for a couple of years. Because when he was 10, he kept saying he was 8. So they could, because he was always small, and so they're like, well, we can sell the idea that this little kid is keeping him younger a little longer, kind of thing.
Yeah. So let's see. How old was Michael Jackson? Well, what year was he born? I guess.
Because that's the thing is, I think he was originally born in. Was he born in 57? But then it's a lot of things say 59 because he lied about his age, or was he born in 59?
Okay.
And things say
okay, either 16 or 17. Okay, so yeah, he was born in 50. All right, so he's 10 years older than me, basically. He's born in 58. Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say he was born either like somewhere between 57 and 59. Yeah.
But they lied about cheat on your age a little bit. Yep. Oh, you go to the main discography and then the singles charts. Thank you, Brian. Yep. All right, so this album, Forever Michael. Let's see. So the singles on this one, we're almost there. Just a little bit of you.
Not much on this one. No.
Yeah. So this one, I don't remember anything on this one.
Now, this is when the J5 were falling out of style. And this is at the point where Michael's like, okay, now I got to start reinventing myself.
Yeah, more mature effort for a 6-year-old singer, but lacked the contemporary dance style, giving Jackson's brothers a career rebirth with Dancing Machine the year before. So very similar to older Motown charts, a little to hint that 4 years hence, next album Off the Wall, he would emerge as a major star. So now we get best of Michael Jackson, but that's just a compilation of his earlier stuff, right? Yeah, and they always throw that stuff out. Now this is when he took off, right? I mean, it's not Thriller level, but
people forget how big Off the Wall was because
this was
Thriller.
Huge. Yeah, this was huge. Yep. Yeah, because he was on the working on the Wiz, right? And at the time, yep. And Stevie Wonder, Paul McCartney, Temperton were on the.
Yeah, he did songs that were written by Stevie Wonder and Paul McCartney. Of course, Temperton also helped him write like Thriller later on and stuff like that. So
yeah, people behind the scenes you don't know about, but yeah. So
Temperton's a hell of a songwriter. Yeah.
All right, now don't stop till you get enough. It's got the weirdest freaking lyrics in the multiverse. When he sings that song, I had to look up the lyrics on that.
It's about Star Wars.
It's about Star Wars. I can't understand the freaking lyrics in that song.
That is what it's about. He wrote it after seeing Star Wars like 100 times.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Keep up with the Force. Don't stop till you get enough.
This I can't play it because I'll get nuked. But that middle refrain. Is anyone else there?
The Force. It's got a lot of power. It just makes me want to.
Yeah, keep on with the Force. Don't stop. It doesn't sound like he's saying keep on with the Force, right? I don't believe it. Yep.
No, absolutely. That's I'm not even making this shit up. That is the actual truth. He was a huge fan of Star Wars.
Okay.
That's where he got. He probably just had the music and then he just put the two together. Because that's the thing with Michael is he'll write the music first. And then eventually the words will come out to whatever they are. Because, like, I just posted before the show the original version of Thriller. It wasn't even Thriller. Rob Temperton wrote it, but it was called Starlight originally.
Oh, and then they switched it up, yeah?
Yeah, he changed the lyrics, yeah.
Interesting, yeah. So let's see what they say here, yeah. But the lyrics in that are crazy, yep.
Like, This Place Hotel, that's a Jackson song, but that feels so much like a Michael song.
Yeah. So let's see. All right. So don't stop till you get enough. Rock with you. Rock with you. Oh,
that one I'm sick of.
Yeah, but that's a good song. But major hit. Yeah, an Off the Wall major hit too, right?
Oh, I love
She's Out of My Life.
Off the Wall is almost like a prelude to Thriller.
Yeah. So let's see who wrote these songs on the album. But this he
Temperton
shot
wrote
the
a lot
start
of
of. He shot the stardom.
He
on
did.
this one.
Michael wrote.
I mean, he was already a star,
believe-
but solo stardom, I should say. Yeah.
See, Michael wrote, I think, "Don't Stop Till You Get Enough," and a couple of the other more upbeat tempo ones, if I remember
Michael,
right.
yeah.
And then
Temperton's
Temperton wrote "Rock with You."
Rock With You.
And
Let's see. Off the Walls.
"Burn This
Temperton.
Disco Out." He did. Yep.
Girlfriend's Paul McCartney.
Yep. Girlfriend, tell your boyfriend.
And people would. Well, Paul McCartney wrote songs for Michael Jackson. What?
No, Paul actually recorded that song too, I believe.
He did. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I Can't Help It. Stevie Wonder.
The Stevie Wonder one, though, I think he wrote directly for Michael.
For Michael. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good
So,
tune too, and it sounds like a Stevie Wonder song.
Yeah. But yeah, the videos and the videos back then were wild too. And he was on American's Bandstand, I remember, and yeah, and the dancing and the yeah, it was a huge splash. Like the Jackson 5 was gone, right? Basically, or
Well,
gone, but
and that's kind of where
I
the
mean,
movie
just like he's
covers it.
eclipsing the Jackson.
He's eclipsing
5
them, but his dad keeps tying him to the family, and that's the thing is, most people don't realize this. Two of the biggest albums in the world never had a tour. Off the Wall and Thriller never got a world tour
Why not?
because his dad roped him into a Jackson's tour to capitalize on his success.
On his success, right? And, everyone
and that's a
wanted
big part
yeah.
of the movie, yeah.
And
Especially
he's
with
pissed off
Don
about
King
that?
for the Victory Tour, yeah.
The Victory Tour. So he's pissed. He's pissed at that, probably, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was one of the things where he finally pulled away from his dad. But he did the Victory Tour because it was one last time as out of loyalty for his family. But
Yeah.
that was a disaster, and that's one thing they don't get into too much in the movie at all is how big of a disaster that concert was. But yeah,
That
you
was
might
bad,
be old
yeah.
enough to remember, like they had that mail-in fucking issue.
Oh, that was the
lottery.
The Pepsi.
Yeah.
Was it with the where you could win the fighter jet, or is that something different?
No. What it was to get tickets, you had to send in. It was like $100 and some bucks. Basically, you had to buy 4 tickets up front at $30 a piece, but you weren't guaranteed to get your tickets. You were basically buying a shot at a lottery to get tickets.
Oh, okay.
And you would get your money back if you didn't get it. But what they were doing was what Don King and Joe Jackson and those guys were doing was basically using the fans to pay for the fucking concert up front.
Paid up front.
Yeah, and then they
right?
would
Yeah.
pay the other ones back who didn't get in after the fact, even though they told them they get their money in 4 to 6 weeks or whatever. It ended up being months and months before they got their
yeah,
money
they
back.
laundered. Not I shouldn't say laundered, but they held their money.
And not
so
only
they
that,
could-
at $30 a pop, that was twice what most of the biggest acts were going for at that time.
Yeah, it was
Like Bruce Springsteen
$15
was like
for a
15,
concert.
Yeah.
Yeah, 15 to 20. And I remember, Tom, this is horrible to admit, but I scalped Billy Joel tickets for the front row in the Bridge Tour in 1986, and I paid the outrageous sum. I'm embarrassed to admit it. I paid $50 fucking to go see Billy Joel.
That
sit
was a
in the front
lot
row.
back then. Holy shit.
Oh God, I got ripped off. Yeah.
I don't know about getting ripped off, but
No, we're joking, but no, but you laugh about it. It's like, nowadays, like $50, like you paid double, right? But $50, a cassette tape or an album was $5, maybe $7.
$7, yeah.
Yeah, so
Well, I remember I stumbled across a story not too long ago about the news. This was like an old broadcast about how people were losing their minds because the price of LPs went from $4.99 to $7.99 or some shit like that. It was like from 1978 or something like that. Yeah.
No, but if you tell people now, like, oh, I overpaid, I paid $50 to go see Billy Joel.
Well,
Like,
no,
what?
you know the reason why they jumped in price, I guess, was because of the whole petroleum shortage or whatever it was at the time.
for vinyl, probably.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. I wonder if any of the people that stop oil, like, do they listen to records?
Yes, because they do unironically.
It's like, come on. Yeah, so let's say Off the Wall sold 7 million copies worldwide by the time Thriller was released in 1982.
I
So
think it's sold more than that by now, yeah.
Well, now that was just in 82. Globally, its sales stand at 20 million copies worldwide.
Yeah, I was going to say, I knew it was over 10.
Yeah, so that's one of the biggest. We're going to list the biggest albums of all time. I'll do a search for that. So then, of course, we get to Thriller, which is just well, oh, we got One Day in Your Life. What's that? A single or is that what's this? I didn't even remember this album. Oh, it's a compilation. Okay, so after
I've never even seen this.
yeah, okay, so that was yeah, Off the Wall was so huge they did, yeah. And Bring Back Crystal Clear, yep. Chickening out tonight, change to noon mañana. I'm tired. Well, come in and say hi for a few minutes, Paulie, before you go to bed. I know it's tough staying up that late when you're old. Paulie's gonna kick my ass when he sees me next. Yeah. He's in much better shape than I am, yeah. But yeah, hey, pop in for a few minutes if you want. I think you have the link in the Twitters, yep. Let's see. Ticket scalping was a great side. Well, now still is. They're going after the ticket scalpers now, and you could argue that.
Well,
the
that was the
selling
reason that
tickets
the Jacksons were using for that mail-in thing was because it was to avoid scalpers, but they were basically scalping their own fans at that point.
Yeah.
It was so bad that Michael flat out like distanced himself from the family. He publicly put out a statement against Don King. He gave all the money that he made in that concert to charity.
Wow.
It was a disaster. Like it basically, when Michael was at his height, it probably did him more harm than help.
Yeah.
Because he could have probably even been bigger than he was at that point, but that really hurt their image. And and then he went and recluse for 4 years after that, and finally emerged with bad. Yeah,
because yeah, I remember that victory tour and the whole thing. Yeah, getting the Jackson 5 together again, and one great last time, and no one cared about the Jackson 5. No. Everyone just wanted to see Michael at that time, right?
They were there to see Michael.
Yeah, no one cared about the Jackson.
They were basically his backup band, and at that point, they were just nothing but baggage to him. Because there's even a great interview, and I hate to say it because it makes him sound a bit like a prick, but there's the personal side of Michael when he was not working, where he was the 10-year-old kid, but when he was working, he was this cutthroat motherfucker. Pardon my French, but like he even talks about how he does not talk to the other dancers and the people that he works with. He's like, I don't want them knowing me. They're not my friends.
Wow, yeah.
I don't fraternize with them. I don't want them to see who I am. They don't get to see my soul. That's what he says. Yeah. Like it was, so to him it was just like they're employees, right? Like that's what that is. And because to him it was difficult enough to make friends, so I can see that side of it. Like it sounds harsh, but at the same time you can understand probably why he was like that, because everybody wanted something from him. Everybody wanted something from him, and that's one of the reasons why he gravitated towards kids. I hate to say it, was because he said that kids are the only people who are honest with you. Yeah. And they don't want anything from you.
Well, they're innocent. Kids are innocent, right? Yeah,
they just wanted to be your friend. Like, and that's the way he looked at it. I mean, again, I'm not.
Well, that's why you can argue that racism is taught,
yeah.
right? Kids don't. Kids learn racism. Kids aren't. Or bullying or certain things. They learn. So not that every kid is sweet innocent angel, but there's plenty of terrors out there. But that's what always strikes people is the innocence of kids, because they haven't been corrupted by the world yet. Yeah.
Well, then Brian asked, why was the Victory Tour such a disaster? Well, because of the ticket thing, people didn't want to show up to the show. They were boycotting the show. And like I said, Michael did the best he could to help his image. But then he also kind of sabotaged the show from the inside out by making the stage so big that it was expensive as hell to put up every time. Because that was what he got out of it, was like, okay, I'll do this, but I get to design the stage and do all this shit. Because I think he was kind of doing it as a FU to his dad for him screwing up his whole plan, is what it was. But like, there's so much stuff that like this movie can't even get into, right? Like just all the minutia of the back and forth and the behind the scenes. Like, and that tour was like, everybody had their own lawyer. The family wasn't even talking to each other. Like they were talking to it through lawyers and stuff. It was horrible, I guess. So, and at that point, that was and they do a good job covering this part in the movie, where at the end of their last show, Michael told his father on stage he's done, because he couldn't do it to his face.
Yeah. I'm done with the Jackson 5, you mean?
Yeah, because he even surprised his brothers. They had no idea who was going to make that announcement. He's like, "This is it. This is our final show. Good night."
That's it. Yeah. See you later, alligator. Yeah, yeah. Well, no, it's just I can imagine all the pressures, and Joe Jackson was just was ruthless, I guess, right? I mean, and do they show him hitting Michael in any of these?
They do. I mean, the movie does a good job of giving you a good idea, but it doesn't dwell on it to where, like in reality, I guess Joe would sit there with a belt on his lap when the kids were practicing, and if they messed up, he'd whip them with the belt, make them start over. If they really screwed up, he'd make them go get a switch. There's even a rumor that he even had like this metal rod thing he would use once in a while. Okay. But like Michael even explained, like he wouldn't just whoop your butt, right? The only thing you knew is he wasn't going to hit you in the face, because you can't have the bruises on the face because of going to school and when they were obviously singing, you know, duh. But he said that he would beat you in every other part of your body. And I know there's one time where Michael said he couldn't even sit or lay because he had welts all up and down his back and back of his legs and everything from Joe. And his mom had to stop him basically. She's like, you're going to kill him.
Yeah, I mean, because, you know, corporal punishment was very common when we grew up. I mean, you know, we joke about it, but sometimes parents were way over the top, and they would, you know.
And I know people are also quick to blame the mother, but it's like she could only do so much. Because like you just said, back then,
it was accepted. It was accepted.
Yeah, not only that, she could get her ass beat for saying something. The cops would say, well, next time, keep your mouth shut.
Yeah, yeah. So that's, I mean, yeah, like my mom would threaten you with the wooden spoon, and once in a while she'd whack you, but, you know, not like repetitively, you know, over and over. And, you know, so, you know, that's when it crosses the line. I mean, it's just...
Well, not just that. He would make them practice all night. After they would go do a show. They show that in the movie, like where they would do a show, and if he didn't think the show was good enough, he'd make them practice the rest of the night again, even though they had school the next morning. Right?
But
so
you could argue that that's what made them great in some ways too, maybe, right?
Yeah, at what cost, right?
Yeah, yeah. So that's you know, if you're just you know, oh, you guys screwed up a little bit, you know, it's kind of like having General Patton, I guess, as the dad, right? Except you're not dealing with a bunch of kids. You know, Patton's dealing with soldiers. You know, when he smacks the cook when he goes into the when he's in Africa, and he that famous scene, and he goes and he runs into the cook, and he's like, well, what are you doing? He's like, well, sir, I'm trying to get some sleep. And he's like, well, you're the only dumb son of a bitch in this whole outfit that knows what what he wants to do. So get right back down on that floor, get back to sleep, you know. So, I mean, yeah. So, but it's just, it's just when you hear the stories too, and sometimes you wonder if things are over exaggerated, but. When you hear that many things, there's got to be some truth to it, yeah.
And they didn't get that far into the story yet, or into that part because they jump so fast. Like Michael didn't help his tabloid image either. Because he, you know, they got more salacious and horrible over time, but at first he started feeding into the crap. Like he thought it was funny that they thought he slept in a oxygen tank, and then he tried to buy the Elephant Man's bones. So he fed into all that stuff.
So that's true. I thought he did buy the Elephant Man's bones. No,
I don't think he did. No,
I thought he did. Someone in the chat will ask Rock for us.
No.
I thought he did have the Elephant Man's bones.
He may have wanted to, but like the same thing with that oxygen chamber thing. That was just a shot of him, because what he'd done, and it shows this part in the movie. You know, after he donates all the money from the Pepsi commercials to the burn that he gets from the lawsuit to the burn center. And so when they did
he won that. He did win that law. How much did he win from that lawsuit?
Like a couple million or $1.5 million or something like that. I can't remember what it was. But so he donated that all to the center, so that helped them out immensely. And so they got all these new oxygen tanks for, you know, severe burn victims. And Michael just happened to lay in one just because, like, oh, you know, he's checking it out.
That's good.
And somebody snapped a picture. And he ran with that shit. He thought that was hilarious. So he that's what I say. He was like a little kid. To him, that was like a prank. But then when stuff got real serious is when the other allegations started to creep in. And it's like, dude, you set yourself up for that, though.
Yeah, with the weirdness. Yeah,
you know? And that's kind of where this movie's setting you up to where you know that's where it's headed. But again, like, we don't need to dwell too much on it forever because I know there's other things you want to talk about. But
this is fun.
Thriller.
Yeah, but, let's go over Thriller.
Yeah, album here. Yeah.
This is one of the all-time great albums. So these are the singles on it. The Girl Is Mine, Billie Jean, Beat It, Want to Be Starting Something, and I can hear all these songs as the same. Human Nature, Pretty Young Thing, and then of course Thriller.
And there's still
so you've got
the other rest of the songs on the album could have been singles too, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. So and this was just Eddie Van Halen's on does the guitar and beat it, and that kind of lended some legitimacy to the album. I guess I can listen to it because Van Halen's on it, right? Yeah. There's the jacket he wore. Yep. And Thriller. Yeah.
And I'm not sure because I think in the movie, like I don't know if I misheard Jafar, but it almost sounds like he got to wear the real costumes in the movie, and they look good.
They look good. Yeah, maybe he did. Yeah, and he looks just like him, right? I mean, it's his nephew, right?
Did I say this already? If Jafar doesn't get nominated for Best Actor and Cole Domingo doesn't get nominated for Best Supporting Actor, Cole played Joe Jackson, then I don't know what the hell anymore. The critics can say whatever they want about this movie, but Jafar put in the work to become Michael Jackson. I think we got where we witnessed the birth of a new actor in the making. Because I got to remind people, he was only like...
Has he done anything else?
Not yet.
Or just... Okay.
This is the first thing he did. He was reluctant to do this, but he spent 2 years trying to get this role and getting ready for it. And what he did is he put in the work that any other actor would have had to do this.
Training, dancing.
Exactly. The whole 9 yards. And he didn't know his...
mannerisms.
His uncle that much longer, like he was only like... Because I think he's, 25 or something like that he is. So I think he was only somewhere between 5 and 10 when his uncle died, right? So he barely got to know his uncle. And in one interview he talks about, he's like, I remember more of the, emotional aspects of my uncle than I do the actual memories of it, right? Stuff like that. So, like, to him, it was almost like kind of like starting from scratch, basically. And I watched another interview where he talked about how, he had to find the voice and all that other kind of... And he can actually sing... Which is kind of crazy that they didn't use his voice or the other kids at all. It's all Michael singing in the movie. So
okay, but he can sing. Yeah,
he can sing, and he does sound like his uncle. So, but I mean, it's just uncanny. And oh my, there's so many parts in the movie where you just like you forget that it's not. Michael Jackson.
Michael. Yeah,
especially when he's in profile.
So Mecca J says, the outfits are still in museums. Yeah, the costumes Jafar wore.
They were just replicated.
That makes sense.
Because I know he mentioned something about the costumes, like being able to actually see them and wear them or something like that. So I didn't know if he meant in the movie or just...
Or maybe they tried them on to copy them on him or something, or maybe grab the glove. But yeah, after the Martin guitar got destroyed, and what was the movie? When Kurt Russell smashes the guitar.
Hateful Eight.
Yeah. So it's the real guitar. It's like, they'd lent it from the 1880s.
Yeah, that's true. I don't think I was going to say, I don't think they would do that, but like the way he said it, I'm like, did they use the real shit? Because he kept talking about the Thriller jacket and the blue jacket he wore at the Grammys. And that's another thing. They didn't really show much of the Grammy special stuff.
That was huge when he went to the Grammys. That was back when you watched the Grammys.
There's so much stuff that they overlook or got to just buzz past in this movie that to me was the worst part. Was like, I feel like, there could have been so much more here. But other than that, and then, on this thing here, Baby Be Mine could have definitely been a top 10 hit. And he didn't release Lady in My Life was the only weak song on the album, actually. In my opinion.
That's Temperton, yeah. So Want to Be Starting Something is massive, and he wrote that. Yeah, Baby Be Mine. Squirrel Is Mine with Paul McCartney. Thriller, of course, 6-minute song, basically, which is, back then that was, I guess you could have, you had album rock there. It was long. You can get longer songs, too. The Beat It was massive hit. Billie Jean, massive hit. Human Nature, Pretty Young Thing, but... and
then Human Nature was actually written by a couple of guys from Toto. Oh,
interesting. Yeah, Steve Porcaro and John Bettis. What? Let's see. What would be the biggest hit? Do you think "Beat It" was the biggest hit or "Billie Jean"?
Off that album, Billie Jean.
Yeah, I think Billie Jean probably. Yeah.
Although Thriller, both are most airplayed now, but yeah.
Yeah. And the video too. So if you haven't seen the Thriller video, you got to watch that watch the Thriller.
Still the
version.
greatest
I wish
video
I
of
could-
all time.
Yeah, because it's a movie. It's a little mini. It's a little
I'm not
mini
like other
movie.
guys.
Yeah.
John Landis I remember an interview with him. He's like, "Now, Michael, you know when you say that in the theater, they're going to laugh at you, right?" He's like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "They're going to laugh because you're not like other guys."
Guys, yeah. And Brian is asking why Michael Jackson never did a lot of film roles. Well, he did
wanted
Ben,
to.
right? Wasn't he in Ben? Yep.
No, he wasn't in Ben.
Or was it just
but,
the video? Just the video.
He just did the music for it. But no, he was in Men in Black 3. He did a few other random cameos here and there. He was in The Wiz.
Yeah.
He was going to be in a
What about
lot
that-
of parts that he just never got to. Yeah.
The ride, the ride that had Michael Jackson 3D.
Captain
what was
EO.
that?
They need to release
Captain
that
EO.
on fucking Blu-ray. That'd be nice on 3D Blu-ray.
Yeah, I saw that in it was Universal. Was it Universal? Or was that I did go see
No, it's
that.
at Disney.
Was that Disney? Oh, it was
Yep.
Disney again.
George Lucas, I don't think he directed. He just produced it, and I can't remember who. Was it
Okay.
Coppola who directed it?
That
Somebody
was a
help me out
fun.
in the
That was a
chat.
fun show. That was a fun.
Yeah,
fun show.
I've
yeah,
seen versions of it on YouTube, but I want a good copy of it in 3D.
Good,
That'd be
clean.
nice. Or is it Men in
They had
Black
all
2?
kinds of
He's in Men in
laser
Black 2,
effects.
sorry, not 3, whatever.
Yeah, they had all kinds of laser effect. It was a fun show to see at Disney. It was nice too because if you're, I just always remember like I love the theater stuff because you got like a 15-20 minute show, you get in the AC and cool off for a while in the middle of summer. Yeah, he can't. I mean, yes, he got made fun of a lot, and yeah, you know.
No, but Michael
he-
tried to be in a lot of movies. He wanted to be Batman.
He wanted to be Batman.
He owned the Batman outfit too, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah.
I hit the wrong button here.
And I don't. Most people don't know this, but he almost did the soundtrack with Prince for Batman.
Oh, because yeah, Prince, yeah, right.
He was too busy with his tour though for Bad to be able to do it. But the original plan for the Batman album was side A was going to be Batman, side B was going to be Joker, and side A would be done by Michael as Batman, and side B would be done by Prince as Joker.
Wow,
That was the initial plan
cool, yeah.
that John Peters had.
interesting. Yeah.
Well, sometimes he comes up with pretty decent ideas.
Right, that would have been fun. Yeah. Because that Prince, the Prince songs on Batman were pretty.
Yeah,
Pretty
Prince
wild,
got
right? They're
lucky
pretty
that
cool.
he just got to do it himself because that album, I guess, was one of his biggest
sold like
sellers
crazy, right?
and saved his ass because I guess he was in some financial straits at the time. But yeah,
Yeah, so that did pretty darn well. Yeah.
probably one of his better ones that he made money off of. I bet.
Yeah. Well, then actually, yeah. I mean, you
Purple Rain's the only one I can think of that may have sold more.
yeah. I mean, yeah, smart timing. Yeah, that was the biggest movie for years. That was just crazy. Just crazy how big that movie was. God.
Dance.
Bat
What's funny
Dance,
is most of the soundtrack ain't even in the movie.
right. It's just that the movie and the art show, right? When
It was like
when
the
he's-
first concept album for a movie. I don't ever remember that before. Do you? I mean, I could be
No.
wrong. Somebody in the chat,
No.
that's the first time I ever remember that happening. It's like we're doing an album for the movie completely by one artist, and 3 of the songs are going to be in the movie. And this first single release is not even going to be one of the songs that's in the movie.
right? Like, go figure.
But it was
yeah,
like
yeah.
perfect marketing, right? Like, because
Yeah.
the song sold the movie because it was just a remix, like, thing with bits from the movie.
Batman. Yeah. So yeah, that was that was huge. Yeah.
It was like all the songs that Prince had done for the album remixed in with like just little segments from the movie of Joker and Batman talking and stuff. If you guys remember it. And that video was on MTV, I swear, every 3 hours.
Well, because they were worried about how the movie would do with Michael Keaton as
Yeah.
Batman. I'm waving to Michael Keaton over in the corner there, and it's a standee from the videotape that my mom snagged for me. And yeah, they didn't think it was. They were worried about it, and they didn't like Michael Keaton, so that's why they released that big, huge trailer. You know, where to get all the wonderful toys with Jack Nicholson. People were pretty much happy with Jack, I think, but
Oh, that was a given, yeah.
yeah, but Keaton, and there was a lot of doubts about that movie. And then people thought it was going to be a comedy like Batman '66. And hail the Tiger Stripes! Great to
Hey.
have you on Sunday Night Geekery, Tiger. And she says, yeah, Michael Jackson wanted to play Peter Pan, Wish he'd gotten the chance. Well, he was Peter Pan, right? Yeah.
There was a lot of movies he tried to get into. I know, like, I think he even tried getting in, like, The Matrix. I think he wanted to play Neo. Like, there was a bunch of movies. And then there was, like, his own projects he tried getting off the ground that never happened. Like, I know he wanted to do an Edgar Allan Poe movie that never happened. And I can't remember a couple of the other ones that he wanted to do, but just never came to fruition.
Oh, and Sub to Six, and she did stream on Friday night. She's not. No, this is the stream element. So I don't think Six was but she did stream.
Michael, and she talked about it. Yep.
Yep, and she was streaming too. Yep. And Teague was correct. Yep, Captain EO was Disney. Yep, thank you. Yep. I don't trust my brain yet.
But Spielberg didn't direct it though, right? Because I think it was Coppola who directed it.
I think it was Coppola. Right?
I think it was Coppola.
Yeah, and Brian is saying Coppola directed Captain EO.
Yep, that's what I thought. Yep. But I think Henson did the creature effects, though. But it is technically cool movie, Star Wars canon now because the one character, the creature that's in Captain EO, showed up in that Star Wars cartoon.
Oh yeah,
I'm not kidding.
in
yeah,
Clone Wars or
that? No, or not Clone Wars. That other one, the kids one.
The kids one. Oh
yeah.
Oh, with just forgetting the name of it now.
Yeah. So I guess technically Captain EO would be. That's the thing. Disney just released it as a Star Wars spin-off thing. Especially right now, man. Like, come on.
Right?
I just want the 3D Blu-ray of it.
Skeleton Crew. Thank you, Mark.
The beauty of Captain EO is it's got some proto demos that ended up in bad. Like Another Part of Me and a couple songs are in there that we'll get to here when we get to bad.
Yeah, I think Quincy Jones did produce most of the stuff.
He produced this one, but he didn't produce all of Bad. He produced all of this one though.
Okay. But now how many albums has this sold so far? Thriller, let's see.
Last time I checked it was like 27 million.
Okay.
Or is it more than that?
And it keeps selling too. It keeps selling.
Yeah.
It's gonna sell they're gonna sell a ton of
It's still on the Billboard. Between this and Pink Floyd, The Wall.
Yeah.
You know, honestly, the Eagles have been their own worst enemy. Because there was a time when the Eagles' Greatest Hits was up there with this as the biggest selling album of all time. They even did a debate on whether or not the Eagles' Greatest Hits album was the biggest selling album of all time because they were trying to count because it was a double album. Do you remember that one?
Yeah.
And so they were trying to like argue that no, actually that would be the winner. But no, as far as I think it's still. But the Eagles have made it so difficult to use their music. They haven't grown on TikTok. That's why Michael Jackson.
Morons. Yeah.
Michael Jackson, when he got put on TikTok, he was the biggest artist on there, they said. And to this day, he's still like one of the top 3 artists that get used on TikTok.
Yeah, it's like, we do YouTube Shorts, right? And you can go, there's a license with the creators. And you can do only up to 60 seconds of a song, which is fine. But if you want to use a song, like if I do a Batman tour or something, I'll grab the Batman soundtrack or something.
Yeah.
But the artists are getting paid. I don't know how much they're getting paid or what the deal. Maybe
no, but what it is, it's more so it's exposure.
Yeah.
Because like
the Eagles are notorious for shutting anyone down that does anything with the Eagles. Boom.
But Fleetwood Mac recently had a big uptick, like what was it, a year or two ago? Because one of their songs wound up as a TikTok thing. And when these things take off, this is like the closest thing we have now to old school radio, but this is where a lot of these songs all of a sudden, or these old artists, get noticed again. This is why a lot of times, because somebody will do something with one of their songs on TikTok.
Yeah, and it'll take off, and then they'll sell music. Guess what? Then we're going to sell music now, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So, just very short-sighted. And, there's certain groups that are notorious. I think the Eagles are one of the worst, right? Has Metallica loosened up these days, or are they still?
They're just as bad, I think.
They're just as bad, right? Yeah.
Led Zeppelin was really bad for a while too, but the Pink Floyd, they're pretty good about it. In fact, I remember when my first videos that I dropped on my old channel, that's actually responsible for my demonetization, or one of my old channels that's probably responsible for my demonetization. I did a cover of Pink Floyd's "Wish You Were Here," and they only took half the revenue or whatever. They revenue shared.
So they shared
Pink
it.
Floyd was cool from the
They
start.
shared it.
So that's another reason why I think the Wall, or not
but that
the
was
Wall,
your
but,
own version.
Dark Side of the Moon.
You covered it.
But Dark Side of the Moon is constantly still on the charts.
Yeah.
Thriller's still on the charts all the time. Pops up.
But look, it was the third after he died. Okay, after he died, it went back on the chart again, way up the chart. Yeah. So
But
since
that predates the
2022,
internet. So yeah, the internet was
Since-
around, but I mean the TikTok craze and all that.
yeah, since 2022, Thrillers sold over 740,000 vinyl records alone, just in vinyl. So it's gone to sell over 6 million units in the United States since his death. 36 million units to date. So let me find an article.
Okay, so that's about right then. Yeah, since the original
so
was about 25
top-
million when it first came out. 25 or 27, I can't remember which, but yeah.
Now physical media is making a slight comeback, but
Yeah,
let's
but see,
here.
the thing is the charts aren't showing it because a lot of the sales are used sales. I don't know if people realize this or not.
If you're selling used, okay. So let me share this tab here. So best-selling albums of all time, and this is what I like doing here is you can compare units like tickets sold for movies because you've got
Right.
inflation that screws up. Like Gone with the Wind is by far the best-selling, greatest grossing movie of all time. It's been re-released, but if you compare for inflation, I think at the time it meant like everyone in the U.S. went to see Gone with the Wind, basically. So we've got 70, and this includes, I'm assuming, all like multiple versions of the album. Every iteration, like the greatest, re-releases.
Of one of the 5 different versions I have sitting
Well,
here,
like
yeah.
Michael Jack, like Thriller. There's a bunch of,
There's even like 2 or 3
anniversary
ones that I don't have.
Yeah. So total certified copies, shipped, sold, or streamed. Okay, so reported sales 70 million, 51 million from available markets, and then Back in Black is number
Jumped
2.
up, looks like.
Well, 31 million.
I don't think that
and
was
that's
that high back in the day.
no, but
That's TikTok for you.
TikTok and Back in Black. I mean, and of course, Bon Scott had passed away. So
You know what, though? One of my kids' favorite bands is AC/DC. They have this thing about them that I think they're going to be a brand for the rest of the time.
Oh, yeah. But I mean, that was such a comeback album. That's why it's called Back in Black.
Well, they were the few bands that were able to pull that off, yeah.
Yeah, so Bon Scott passed away, and tragically, drinking too much, and was found dead in a car. And is the band going to continue, right? And that album, God, my God, the songs. And I used to jog every night to that when I was trained, back in high school. I know that album inside out was the best album to jog to. Believe it or not, I could run like 2 or 3 miles. I was doing that like almost every other night or every night. Hell's Bells, Shoot to Thrill. What do you do for the money, honey? Giving the dog a bone. Let me put my love into you. Back in Black. You shook me all night long. That's got to be the number 1 song. And then Have a Drink on Me, Shake a Leg. Rock and Roll Ain't Noise Pollution. That album is perfection. Yeah. So you got that. Oh, and then Bodyguard. Wow, number 3.
Yeah, but ain't
Houston.
nobody listening to that no more.
No one's listening to that anymore. That's
That's all sold at the time, I bet.
yeah. And when she passed away, probably. I don't know if this
that
is
probably got a
highlighted.
bump then too. You're right. Yeah.
Huge bump. But after, Dark Side of the Moon.
Yep.
Yeah. And Don Henley will hunt you down if you post anything with
Right?
Eagles music on it. Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah.
And that's the only reason they keep sliding down this charts, guys. I'm not kidding.
Yeah, the 43 million.
Because they were higher at one point.
To 44, yeah. Reported sales, yep.
Because Back in Black squeezed up there. They weren't that high before.
Yeah, no, that's I don't remember them being that high. I always thought it was Dark Side of the Moon. Yep.
And
So
I
we
think
got
Dark
Hotel
Side of the Moon
California.
actually surpassed Eagles not that long ago because Eagles was number 2 for the longest time. Because like I said, there was that big debate that everybody was having about, if you combine the 2 albums, it's technically the same, a double album kind of thing. But that kind of business. They were trying to argue for the sales.
But wow, this is just amazing. Yeah, it's all rock. It's all rock music here, except for Thriller, pop rock, I guess you'd call. I mean, that album's it's basically
Bad
rock.
should be. Well, maybe it's just out of there, but Bad's supposed to be up there.
It's
too.
a heavy. Yeah. So let's see here. We got Hotel California. Shania Twain coming over. What 30 million?
Wow. I don't remember that selling that many, but I guess it did.
That was a huge. That was a huge album. The videos.
I
on
have
that.
it. I actually have 2 copies of it.
Yeah. Just like a woman. What's on that album?
That's that album, with Man, I Feel
Just
Like a Woman,
and
all that kind of stuff, I believe.
Yeah, let's see.
All her
what's on that
big
one.
hits, if I remember
And
right.
she had those great videos too. Now, videos don't sell music like they do today, I think, but as much, right? MTV's dead. But this,
You mean they don't sell like they used to? Yeah, no.
Yeah. I mean, or if you have a huge video.
Oh, because I know where you're going with this. Because 100% Shania Twain, half of her sales were on her looks.
Oh my God, she's gorgeous. Yeah, it's a good album, but Feel Like a Woman, Holding on to Love, Don't Be Stupid, Come On Over
was pretty big too.
Yeah. Don't Impress Me That Much. That was a huge hit. Yeah.
You're Still the One That I Want was still a pretty big one too.
Yeah, that's a good song.
Yeah, this is like her seminal album or whatever you call it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And this is with Mutt Lange. And she married Mutt, and then they got divorced.
I believe this has the most hits off it. Yeah, they were married for a tick. But, and then he cheated on her, which is hilarious.
Yeah, he cheated on Shania.
You had Shania fucking Twain.
Yeah. So, but a lot of it, yes. When you saw those videos, you're like, man, I'm listening to watching this video. So, she's gorgeous.
But then I know Fleetwood Mac jumped up here recently because that's what I was talking about. Is they had a big boost in their sales too. Yeah,
that's an all-time classic. Obviously,
that's a great one. That's a flipper where you play every song basically.
Yep, and Bat Out of Hell.
Oh.
That was my favorite song to listen to. The girls in college would sing that song. I'm like, they get drunk and they all scream that song out when that came on. I'm like, don't you guys know this is really not a flattering song towards women if you really listen to the lyrics? Like at the end there, praying for the end of time.
Oh no, you're thinking. The one song. Yep. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So
I was like, wait a minute.
Another moment.
Oh yeah. You're thinking of Paradise by the Dashboard Light.
Yeah.
What's even better is the live version of that when he does it because there's more like he tacks on at the end. They literally get into it. It's funny. They act like a old married couple. They're just arguing. And she throws in their shit like, you should have drowned at that enchantment under the sea dance. He's like, I got 2 words for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
But
no,
I buy a lot of used CDs and wonder how that skews the record sales. Well, Tom was saying, I guess that doesn't.
That's what I seen
right?
a story that was talking about that because, like, there was somebody trying to debunk this whole thing about physical media and CD sales on the rise. And the reason that you're not seeing them in the sales charts is because guess what? Go buy a CD somewhere.
Where?
Exactly. You'll have a better chance of finding a vinyl somewhere brand new. Well, that's why vinyl sales are so high because that's the only thing you can find in a store. But a lot of kids and people like myself and others are going to, Goodwills and used record shops and buying CDs for $1, $2 a pop.
Yeah.
And they're starting to go up because they're like, oh, we're selling more. So that's what they're realizing is that people are starting their own physical media collections. It's the same things, I think, that, kind of like how kids discovered vinyl, they're rediscovering cassettes and
cassettes
CD.
Are selling again too, which is one. And they're selling a it's a Walkman, but it's not knockoff Walkmans. Or on Amazon, if you go into Amazon, you can find an off. Let me post one here. Yeah, so you can find a knockoff Walkman, which is crazy. But I'm like, what? Because I was reading some articles and like, I have a bunch of Walkmans still that actually still work, which is pretty cool. But they've got one for $40, and it's got, I think it can play MP3s. Oh, cassette to MP3 converter too, but you can play your old cassettes. Here's one for $20, and they've got like 2,000 sales here. Let me share this tab instead here. Yep. But yeah, it's look at these. What's $40? Tamashi, $20, $30.
Jesus, Mark, you got enough shit in your cart?
Well, it's only a few. Oh, that's I just add shit to review. Yeah, I'm not buying that camera.
$400 worth of shit.
Yeah. There's always stuff in my cart. Yeah,
Jesus.
Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff.
Probiotics.
That's where I save. Yeah, it's my roids. Yeah. Jensen. Yeah. I just better not play.
I like that color out there.
That's
green.
Cool. Yeah. Pretty wild though. Yeah. So they're back. Yeah. So.
It's a wild time to live. That's for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. No,
the Bee Gees is another one that fell off there, and I don't know if that's just because that was higher back in the day too.
Yeah, that was a big one. Yeah. So but that's that album, the disco craze. But that's a great album too, Saturday Night Fever. I mean, there's no doubt. Yeah. So Zeppelin is kind of wasn't Zeppelin 4? Wasn't that higher up at one point, or
possibly? But again, they were such sticklers for the. I feel like that hurt a lot of these bands' images over the years. So yeah.
Sort for Descending. Okay, I'll click on that in a second. Yeah.
There's Bad.
Total
I knew
Certified,
Bad had to be in there. I was gonna say I knew it was coming up sooner or later.
Yeah. So this came out in '87.
Didn't sell quite as many as Thriller, but
yeah. What was on? Let's see what was on Bad there. Yeah. So let's just flip down to what songs were on here. Yeah.
Well, of course you had Bad.
Yeah. Plus following up. Thriller. Pretty tough
but
to do.
Just true to form, he released I Can't Stop Loving You like he did The Girl Is Mine first.
Okay, yeah.
But then Bad and The Way You Make Me Feel and Speed Demon and Liberian Girl. Another Part of Me, Man in the Mirror.
Yeah, Another Part of Me was big. Man in the Mirror
Dirty
was huge. Yeah.
Diana, Smooth Criminal. Again, this is a lot
Smooth Criminal.
A lot like Thriller, where there's only like a couple of weak songs on the whole album.
No, that's a great album too. Yeah. And then that's when he has the patent. And Hail to the Geek and I. And I'm printing something right now for the Geek and I. It's actually, let me check how it's doing. Let's see. Oh,
so
still going.
The patent he owns is on the little
done.
Hook things for the shoes, right?
Yeah. Let me see if they show that in the Smooth Criminal. Let's see if they show the. Yeah, so here's the anti-gravity lean. Let me show the screen here.
Did he actually use it in the movie or just in the play or stage version? Because I can tell
in the video,
in the music video, the one guys have wires, but I don't know about him.
They lean forward 45 degrees with their back straight and feet on the floor and hold the pose before turning it upright. The lean moves the body center mass further than can support. Cables and a harness. In 93, the team were granted a patent on the method of performing the lean in concert using specially designed shoes that hook into pegs from the stage.
That's what I was thinking of, yep.
Even with the shoes, the move requires good athletic core strength,
Yeah, see, Michael's one of the only ones who can do it. Because I think in the actual video, he does it without wires, but the other guys you can tell have wires.
Yeah, so this, let's see if they show the... Yeah, it's a normal bending, yep. So major load on Achilles tendon, yep. Fulcrum and so you got to be in great shape, yep. So, but yeah, here's the patent. Yeah, so there's the heel, and then you'd catch yourself on the peg, and that is a patent. I know patents very well. So, great idea. Yep. So I mean, not that you're going to sell 1 million of them, but that was a very creative idea. Yep. Even with that shoe, I'm not able to do 45 degrees. You need a very good core of strength. And that strength was in Michael Jackson and his Achilles tendon. Normal people, even with the shoe, probably can't do it. It takes a lot of practice to develop the core muscles, abs, and central trunk muscles to get the strength to do it. Not only will most people need intensive training to accomplish a move, said Atlanta.
And not only that, he swings.
They could seriously injure themselves if they fell. Yeah. If you lose your core balance during the lean, didn't catch the fall with your arms, you could hit your jaw. I mean, hyperextending the net. Oh, it's not just the spine yet. Yeah, so you could really strain your back.
Michael Jackson hurt all the time.
Yeah. Most people didn't know he had the shoe system. In India, where Michael Jackson is very popular, many people tried to copy him and suddenly hurt themselves. Oops. Ouch, yeah. So, yeah, AC/DC is still on tour. Yeah. Everyone loves Bat Out of Hell, right? Yeah. Always felt the Eagles' greatest hit was higher than Thriller before. Yeah?
There was a big debate about it, Mecha J, but like I said, I think at this point the Eagles have screwed themselves out of that argument.
Yeah. So, where does it? AC/DC and Shania Twain albums were produced by the same guy,
right? No shit.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah.
Yeah, that is so true. That is so true.
Yeah.
I didn't even think of that. You're right. I didn't necessarily forget it, but I didn't even think about that aspect. Yeah.
And I have Courtney's. Just as I clicked on that, like magic, I sent a message out telepathically that I was going to say I've got Courtney's correct link finally in the chat, and then Courtney appears
No way.
magically.
Well, we're talking about
Yes,
music,
I
so
just-
of course
I just
it'd be-
saw
Before
that.
you click that, yep. So, yep. Hail, great to have you, Courtney, and you're a music expert too. So
Yep.
you went to college
Yeah.
for music and all that crap, right? Yep. And hail the lemon pie.
I did. I technically am a professional musician, but I'm not anymore, is what I tell people. I
But
used
not
to be.
anymore,
I'll
right?
say.
Well, all you gotta
Yeah,
do
yeah.
is write yourself a little ditty like I did and get it up on Spotify.
You have the best song. I look BB, I look good on you. It's the best song ever.
And Tiger said she tried to buy a
Thank
Walkman on eBay and it ain't working. It's a drag. Well, a lot of
Aw,
times what
man.
happens is the
the
rubber
belt.
the rubber belt will
Yep.
will die. Yeah, mine's still working, thank God. But yeah, buy one of those cheap new ones. Maybe it'll
Well,
it'll work for you.
and
Yeah,
you can get a hold of those belts, but it's a bigger pain in the butt to get
Take
them
it apart.
Yeah.
yeah.
So you might want to find a video and see what your options are before.
But
you
for
get
$20
too far.
you can
Yeah.
buy one here. It seems like
Yeah.
$20 to $40.
You
The
can buy
problem-
a Walkman for that much?
A new
Yeah,
one,
but
a
the
new
problem
one,
with
yeah.
a lot of new cassette players, they all come from the same factory and they're shit.
They're not the good quality. But
Not
they're-
I
very
was
good
looking at,
quality, no.
I was looking in like all the Goodwills and thrift stores and stuff for a double, like tape player,
Yep.
cassette thing,
That's
like
what
I
you
used to
wanna
have when I
do,
was
yeah.
younger,
Yeah,
and they're impossible to find.
they are.
And then if you go online, they're like, people like all this money. So, am I echoing?
Not to me.
no, I don't really hear an echo. Yeah, maybe a
I have
teeny
new
teeny
headphones
bit,
on.
but
I'll turn my
They're
headphones
weird. Maybe I
down.
should
That
put
might
the
be-
no,
other
I think you're okay. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, and then the
Just a
other
little
thing that's
reverb.
really expensive are the oh, I can't stand that. I'm gonna change it. But are the VCRs. You can't find a VCR anywhere these days.
That's why I didn't throw any of my
Yeah,
stuff
those are
out.
difficult.
Oh, I'm so
Yeah.
bummed. All my stuff
Yeah,
is either
Let's see if I
burned
try
or
to buy a VCR on
Yeah.
Amazon. Let's see. Do they still sell it on Amazon?
I think
Let's
there's like
see.
one or two you can still get your hand
'Cause they
on. but I
stopped
have no
making
they're
them,
idea.
right?
expensive though. They're
Yeah,
a lot
I
of
was just gonna
money.
say,
They're
I think
like
they're expensive as hell. Yeah.
I wanted the little like
Let's
TV that I used to have that had the little player in the bottom. Just like the spot for the VCR right in it. And that's like $300 an hour. Like that was like a
Yeah.
$50.
Oh, renewed. Yeah, 250 VHS DVD combo. Yeah, 250. Yeah. Oh, yes. There's nothing really new. Yep. $200. Yeah. Ouch. Yeah. Yeah, because I think they closed the last factory. I mean, the renewed ones. Yeah, they're selling renewed ones. About 250. Wow. I mean, they'll be around forever. Well, I shouldn't say forever, but but for a while. But yeah, nothing new. They finally stopped that. But I have an Oppo Blu-ray player, thankfully, and that
Ooh, that's fancy.
yeah, I got a fancy one. Thank God, because they got out of that business. A lot of companies got out of that business. So yeah. I'm buying you gifts for your birthday. Sure thing. You need a
Traffic
Walkman. Yeah.
Jams when you're
Yeah.
already late.
Yeah.
It's a no smoking sign on your cigarette break. It's like 10,000 spoons when all you need is a knife. It's like meeting the man of my dreams and meeting his beautiful wife. And isn't it ironic that
Yeah,
Alanis
Alanis Morissette.
Morissette is next?
Yeah, Jagged Little Pill. Yep. And we got Dirty Dancing.
As much as we make
Celine
fun of her, that
Dion.
album's still a banger, though.
Yeah, it is a great album. Yeah, Dangerous, Michael
Oh,
Jackson.
fuck yeah, it's Dangerous. But it's bloated, but I love Dangerous.
Dangerous, yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit bloated, though. Michael fell in love with the fact that he could fit 80 minutes of music on a CD.
And Adele, I always call her Adelaide. I know it's Adele, right?
Adele,
Adelaide.
yeah.
Adelaide. I was calling her Adelaide because
Adelaide.
it's not
Adelaide sounds like a children's book.
Adelaide. It's Adele.
Adelaide didn't want
she's
to
a-
go to school today.
Metallica. All right, Metallica. All right.
Exit light.
Just see who's going to win, Celine or Metallica. Yep. Bob Marley in the West. See, kind of like a greatest hits. I don't think should count though in some ways because it's like you get
You
the
know, I
best
agree
shit on
with
there.
you, but
Yeah. I mean, I'd want to know it, but I'd put an asterisk next to it because I love Bob Marley. in
Did
the
Bob
Wailers.
Marley have more than one album?
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm sorry, he probably did.
Yeah.
That's the only one I have of his, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Appetite for Destruction. Oh man. That
Oh
was huge.
God, we skipped over Nevermind too, but yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't want to show the cover of them. It's
Yeah,
Born in
that's
the
true.
USA.
Good point. Good point.
Yeah, Born in the USA.
The Appetite for Destruction, man. Oh shit.
Yeah, that was
That
huge.
was like
Welcome
when
to
I
the
went
jungle.
from Michael Jackson to Guns N' Roses. It was like, did we lose Courtney and she's in the chat now, or?
No, she's here, and people are asking it's her birthday. May 15th is Courtney's birthday. Okay.
Sorry, I'm trying to get my headphones, my
Oh,
other
that
ones
sounds good.
connected.
Yeah, you
No,
sound
you
One
good.
sound
second.
good. No, you sound good. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm on
So-
my phone on speaker and I'm about to walk into
Wow, Supernatural
Oh,
sold
okay.
that many copies?
Wow.
Well, it's a hot one.
Wow.
Like 7
That's-
inches from the noonday sun.
Wow. That's massive.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah, you sound good. Yeah. On the wall. Yep. Which is banned in my wife's house because
sounds
they're
okay.
both school. Sound great. Yeah, you sound really good. Yeah. And that was the wall. That was my wife's parents are both teachers, so she said she couldn't play the album anymore. My wife was playing it over and over. She's like, "I'll show you." And she took the one. She cracked the record like in front of her mom, like to get. Like, but that wasn't so smart, you know.
Oh, that's so funny.
The Wall
I have my
is a
dad's
masterpiece.
original tour T-shirt from the Wall.
Really?
from that
That's
tour.
cool. That,
Yeah, it's got,
I
like,
would have
two
loved
little,
to have
like,
seen that.
Yeah,
And it's like a baseball tee too. It's really cool. And it's like
yeah.
that
The old
thin
they
material.
did those baseball tees.
For the
Yeah,
few that
yeah,
might
yeah.
not know that show when they did The Wall, it is so cool because like they would slowly build an actual wall between the
Yep.
audience and the band. So by the end of the show, when
You couldn't
it's
see
this
anything.
big huge wall, and then
Waters.
Roger Waters would be on top of the wall,
Yeah,
and I think Gilmore would be too at one point. But like, then they would blow the son of a bitch up at the end.
Didn't they do a very limited tour with that?
They
concert?
redid it
Was
again. I actually have a Blu-ray of it with it's just Roger Waters though, but yeah.
Yeah, they did a
I
limited, but it
saw,
wasn't that many shows. I thought originally. Yep.
I
Oh,
went
you
and
mean
saw,
the original tour? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, the original tour I think was a limited because of the
Probably.
production.
I have a
was
DVD
so
of that
difficult.
too. But yeah.
Yeah. And then we got rounding it up. Yeah, Supernatural, The Wall, Sergeant Pepper's,
What were you gonna say, Courtney?
and Abbey Road.
I was just gonna say I went and saw it was supposed to just be like the Pink Floyd Laser Light Show. I don't know why. I just had a question of
Yeah.
whether that was the band or not. That was so dumb. But it was like a couple years ago on 420, and they did it in Denver, and it was at this old theater, so it wasn't at like an IMAX or anything like that, or like a planetarium. And they did kind of the same thing. It was just like this old kind of movie screen, and they gave everyone 3D glasses, and I think they were remaking that actual concert the way you're talking about it. So that was pretty
Well,
cool.
I used to go see the Pink Floyd Laser Light Show in New York City, the Hayden Planetarium.
Well,
yeah, I
Teague
saw
must have
in
been there.
Boston in the planetarium too, where they would, and then those are cool. They're all around you, but this was at like it's the Paramore Theater in Denver. It's like an old burlesque theater or something. So
When did they
only
do
had like
this?
one screen that came down. It was like 2 years ago on
Okay,
420.
see, I wonder what it was. See, I wonder, was that the new version of the show, or was it the original show, or what did it just play?
I
the
don't
album?
know. I have
Because
no idea.
Roger redid it, and when he did it, because I have the Blu-ray, and I'm pissed because he did it in 3D, but they didn't release the 3D Blu-ray.
Oh,
of
it was cool. They
So I
had,
wonder if that's
2
what you
sets
saw
of
was
it.
the 3D version of that. Yeah.
That's probably what it was. But they gave us 2 sets of 3D glasses. There was like an intermission and stuff, and I don't know. It was very cool. And like I took pictures of the audience because seeing the whole audience in 3D glasses just looked really neat. Like an old like photo from back in the day or something.
And the PVS says, I love dual cassette players. I was looking for one a few years back, the same one I paid $30 to $60 for. They wanted 200 plus for. Yeah, I still kept my dual cassette, from my old stereo. And, you use it to dub tapes or if you have a boom box too. Most of the old boom boxes all had dual cassettes in them. But, yeah. So, yeah.
With high-speed dubbing.
High speed dubbing. I remember that was a huge deal when you could do.
Oh, and it
high-speed
sounded
dubbing.
like shit.
Yeah, it was huge though. It was like, yeah, it didn't really work great. You're right, but the best was when you
Because
had
you took hiss, you had double hiss, right? So you had
Double
hiss
hiss,
at
yeah.
one pitch, and then you had hiss at the whole completely different pitch. So you
Yeah,
had
yeah.
double hiss. I don't know. You guys are probably like, "What the fuck is he talking about?"
Yeah, no, you get that noise.
The tape
you get
drag,
that
yeah.
noise. Yeah.
I used to like record radio shows with the double
Yeah,
like cassette things, and the little microphone that would come out
Yeah.
of them.
that's how I got started.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Back in the day, how we used to do it.
Yeah.
I just
So
mute the music for them.
yeah, so here let's let's
Yeah.
sort it by total certified. Yeah, so Meatloaf is on the bottom there, which is still pretty good. Yeah, and,
He needs a biopic now so he can get back up there.
Yep, Led Zeppelin, bad. Atlantis, Michael, Bob Marley, Bruce. Yeah, Born in the USA. That was massive.
Born in the USA.
I guess they're saying Abbey Road is 16 million. I'm surprised.
Yeah, I'm surprised
there's
the
not more
Beatles
Beatles
aren't
on.
anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the number one came up.
They kind of
Greatest
hurt
Hits,
themselves for a while too, being kind of elitist,
right?
because they just finally started opening up their. Well, of course because of the catalog thing, but yeah.
Yeah, and Elvis is here. Yeah, Elvis Christmas album, but yeah, I mean, there's no doubt that Michael. Oh, and Amy Winehouse is making the list. Yep, back to black. Yep. Timeline of best-selling albums. Yep. Let's see,
Oklahoma.
Yep. Carole King, Tapestry. That's the massive album. Yep. So yeah. I thought it was gonna need to have my combo fixed, but it turned out that the wall outlet was off. I hate when I do that. Don't turn the or was I moved one of my 3D printers yesterday because I got a new one. I was trying to print something. I'm like, what's going on? And it's not print. And I turned the light off, and then the printer was going off. It's like, dummy, what a dummy. Yep. My wife smashed the record. Yeah, she was so mad. She's like, I'll show you, Mom. You won't let me listen to it. And she like smashed the record. She was so angry at her mom, like, for telling her that she couldn't listen to The Wall because they were both school teachers. She's like, that song's banned in my house. Yeah, so we're joking about it last month. It was like, remember when Maureen got so mad? Yeah. And RJ Godzilla had a cool mom. Was she like Stacy? She said even my mom had Appetite for Destruction on CD. Yeah. Yeah. Roger
Welcome
Waters,
to the jungle, baby.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, this Michael Jackson, and the critics have been, let's go to Rotten Tomatoes and see what the critics have been saying on, and in the chat, let me put a poll up. Let's see if you've seen it. We'll see. Yeah, let me write up a chat here.
We've been talking long enough now for somebody to have seen the film.
Seen the film, right? Yeah.
It's only 2 hours long. That's one of my other biggest complaints. Like I said,
short.
Missing all the context. It's too short. You're like, God, they could have put so much more in here, and you wouldn't have even. You'd still been left wanting more.
God, it looks like Michael. Here, let me share this tab. All right, let me come up with a quiz here. Yeah, let's see. Let's come up with something in the chat here. Let's see. But let's see. Start a poll. All right. What should we say here? Let's just see. Have you seen Michael? Let's just start with that.
I can't vote 3 times.
You can't vote 3 times, right?
Yes.
All right, see. Let's see. I'll do 3 questions.
I'm trying to remember the last time I saw a movie 3 times in the theater.
Yeah.
God, it's been a while. I don't even think I've seen any of the Marvel movies more than twice.
Yeah. I wonder how many people have seen this yet. Yeah. Let's see. Let's just see.
I mean, I saw The Force Awakens, I think, was it 2 or 3 times? Maybe it was 3 times. I don't know. Trying to remember now. I think my record was 5 for Dumb and Dumber, though.
Gotta love Dumb and Dumber, yeah. Which we all know, yep. So, wow, 38. God,
yeah,
38 to 97. Holy crap, yep. Cinematic portrayal of the life and legacy of one of the most influential artists the world has ever known. Tells the story of his life beyond the music. Okay, well, but yeah, let's see. 200. Wow, they trashed it. I mean, that's pretty bad. 38%, right?
Yeah, but they're reviewing a completely different movie.
Yeah, let's see. 2 out of 4. Peter Travers, cash grab. All his MJ the Man, all his complications eludes him in the movie. Yeah, see, they're trashing what's not in it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Even the first one up there did.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. no worse than Bohemian Rhapsody.
Michael
I
Jackson's
hate it-
complicated legacy.
Yeah. And it doesn't. He's not that as controversial when he's younger, too, right? I mean,
Other than buying animals and shit. No.
yeah, but it was more like quirky. It was quirkiness, not
Yeah.
controversial. It was more.
No, they leave all the tabloid stuff out so far. Like I said, they
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
even bring up the whole Elephant Man business or any of that kind of stuff. So yeah.
No, there. Yep. High-end version of these Vegas tribute shows. Well, a lot of people just wanted to go to the movies and have a freaking good time too, right? I mean,
Yeah, not all of us go to Vegas or can go to Vegas.
right. I mean, so yeah. And yeah, if you don't like Michael or you know the controversies, you're not going to go. I can understand. Yeah, all right, yeah. I don't like what the rumors about him, and I'm not going to go see the movie. Yeah, hey, it's a free country, but. It's yeah.
Why would you expect that they're gonna? That's the thing, and they know they're being disingenuous as hell. That's the part that bothers me more than anything.
Yeah,
It's like I don't expect them to like a movie like this. Like I've said it, I think I already said it before. It's like there's plenty of stuff that they could have went after and kept their credibility, but they decided to go down this road. And it's like, all right, go ahead.
Yeah.
And I brought it up on Valiant's stream. I think it was like, I think more people went to it because of that. Actually, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Because I think if the critics weren't so harsh on it, I think the movie did about 60, 70 million.
Yeah, sometimes people, something is controversial, and then
when you say, "Don't look at this,"
don't look at this. Yeah, how often did that work when I was a kid? Right.
That's why we got 2 girls in a cup. Because somebody said, "Whatever you do, don't watch that."
Don't watch it.
I'm gonna watch the shit out of that.
Yeah. So now, Greg, we'll wrap up our elongated
move on
Michael
some other stuff,
coverage. Which it's great. Oh God, what time is it?
2
Yeah,
hours.
we
We
did
talked about it.
2 hours about Michael. Yeah, which is fine. But you think that he should get nominated for an Academy Award for this?
Absolutely.
It sounds like
Absolutely. I mean, the entire cast is stellar, but I mean, there's Quincy.
it's supposed to be Quincy Jones.
Yep.
Yeah, the hat. Yeah.
And this character, I'm glad Miles Teller's in the movie, but the character he plays is kind of controversial in the history of Michael. So yeah, there's a lot of people that are putting video up of themselves flipping him off in the theater, and I think a lot of people are going to be confused. Like, what's wrong with Miles Teller? It's not Miles Teller; it's the guy he's playing.
It's that Miles. Yeah.
And this guy's good too. Yeah, they're all good. Like the whole cast is amazing. The 2
good,
kids
yeah.
playing younger Michael are great too. We don't talk
They're
about
great
them
too,
enough
yeah.
at all, but yeah. But yeah, Coleman Domingo, if he doesn't fucking win, or at least get nominated, I mean, God.
He was great as Joe.
Oh,
Yeah.
God, yes. I didn't even realize who he was. I had to look him up. I mean, I knew him.
Oh, as the actor, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm like, he was so into the role that he's so different than other things I've seen him in, that it didn't register with me who he was at first.
Wow. God, he does look like with the make, it helps when you're related too, right? So that was great idea to try to cast someone that was related to Michael, right? I mean, so that's just brilliant, yeah. So the Jackson 5 part, they kind of go through it pretty quick. You're saying, right? Yeah. So it's not a huge part. It's not like half of the movie, and then so it's the start of the movie. Yeah. Yeah, you just can't be. You just can't. It's just how big Michael Jackson was back then. It just can't be understated, right? It's just a massive star. Yeah. And what a legacy too. I mean, yeah. So if you ask people, we lost Tom there for a second, I guess. Yep. I'm sure Tom will be back.
Am I still here now?
You're still here. Yep.
I'm
wasn't
sorry.
sure if
I'm in a
you said
store
you had to
and the
leave.
music's the music's been
Oh,
getting
yeah.
a little. I don't want to get you copyright stuff. So
Yeah, I can't hear any music right now, so it's
okay. Well, that's
maybe it filters out the background. Yeah.
maybe
What
it
story
does.
in Courtney?
I'm in Burlington, my favorite late night place.
Oh yeah, your favorite midnight.
It used to be
looking for some
Burlington
cool-
Coat Store or Coat Factory, right?
Coat Factory, right?
Yeah, that's what it was called.
Yeah, yeah.
I actually just
No,
came in
but
here to return things, but I have a credit now, so now I'm walking around.
there you go. Find something.
The
Find
music
some
is,
good action figures. Yep, yep,
yeah.
yep.
So did you see Michael? I didn't
I
catch
did
that
not
part.
see it. We were gonna go. We were gonna try to go today, and then my wife wasn't feeling great. So I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm like,
I
all
know
right.
Six went and saw it. She did
Yeah.
a little
And did you
stream
do the
about it.
stream? Were you on the
No,
stream with her? You
I
didn't
was
get
in
it
the
because I
chat for a
saw.
little.
Okay, yeah, because it popped up on one of my computer. I wasn't home, and then it pops up when I got home. It said Six had been on streaming that. So yeah, I'll have to listen to what she did. She like it or?
I think she did. Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
she sounded like she did. So, oh, this music's getting a little loud. Where did Tom go? Tom just
No, I can't
pieced
hear
out on
it.
her thing.
Tom. Well, no, he probably got disconnected or something. Yep. Is this? It is Jermaine's son, isn't it? Who? Let's see. Someone. I'm
Hi,
pretty sure it's
Admiralty.
Jermaine's son. Isn't it Jermaine's son? I think. That's playing.
Oh, this is.
There we go. Tom is back. Yep. Hey, Tom.
Frontier can kiss my butt.
If I kiss my butt.
Ever since
The
Verizon
airline?
bought them.
Is this Jermaine's son that's playing Michael Jackson in this movie?
I believe it is.
Right. Yeah. So, but you said, as you were saying before, he didn't know Michael that well, right? But
Well,
age
I
of the
mean,
cast,
he only
right?
got to know him for. I mean, he's only like. Because I can't
Very
remember what
young,
year he
right?
was born, but like Michael died in 2009, and the kid's like 25 years old. So, I think he was maybe 27 or whatever. I think he was only like 8 or 9 when Michael died, if not younger.
Yeah, yeah. So, but yeah, it's and his death, is so tragic. We've lost so many artists, due to drugs and overdoses and crazy accidents, and so it sounds like you could probably tie that Pepsi accident indirectly or directly to
That was crazy when that
causing
happened.
Pretty much,
causing
yeah.
causing the his addiction to painkillers. Yeah, because when that was so glossed over when it happened, and you thought he was almost joking about it. With
Can you imagine? Well, I mean, I'm a girl, so like
yeah,
hairspray. I can't. Oh my gosh, that would be like the scariest thing in the world.
no, it's terribly scary. Yeah, but I think that people kind of glossed over and thought that oh yeah, well he's just this is just it's not serious, right? It's just like a sparkler went off in your hair or something, right? So that's yep. Oh, Joe is here. Hey, with the super chat. Oh, thank you so much, Joe. He says, yeah, saw Michael last night. Would love to see it in IMAX for the stadium performance. The crowd I saw it with was clapping and cheering at the end. So how does it, I guess it's not a spoiler, but you said it ends with bad, Tom? Like,
Yep.
is that
Yep.
ending with bad? And they play the song "Bad" in it, I guess that's
Yep.
the finale. Or,
Literally, yep.
Literally, yeah. Well, let's play some. I don't have any Michael Jackson songs to play, but let's play a couple of clips. Here's some great music here.
I was gonna say you could probably play some clips off there, but they probably have music and stuff in them and everything else.
Yeah, the music. Yeah. Let's give Joe a few more things.
Groovy. I like you a lot.
Speaking of
Superman.
Here's another Superman. Yeah.
Hey, Jim! Whoa!
Excuse me.
That's a bad outfit!
I love that clip. Yeah. Thank you again, Joe. Yeah. Sorry, Tom. I kept
nah, I
nipping
was
your
just
comment. Yeah. But and Mecca says we should see in the Dobley cinema for the sound quality.
Yeah,
we'll
I
see
mean, I saw it in
Dobley.
IMAX, and then I saw it in Shitbox Theater, but I would have loved to have seen it in Dolby Atmos. That'd have been really cool.
Yeah. So go see Michael and let you decide. Don't let the critics decide for you. And
Fuck the critics.
Fuck the critics. That's I hate Rotten Tomatoes. I'd rather like pick a critic that I like or a friend that I know. Yeah, a friend would say it, and say like, Mark, you should see this. But when
I've
they're
just
all the
never
critics
seen
are
so many-
merged together,
I've never seen so many critics with agendas in my life, though, either.
yeah.
It's just crazy.
And the guy is undeniably popular too. So it's there's controversies, but it sounds like they didn't gloss over these controversies either completely.
So far,
right?
no.
So
We'll have to see what happens with the second half, but they had not intended to.
yep. Oh, there's how long was the Thriller video? Wasn't it like 20 minutes long or something?
Roughly,
or
like
18 minutes.
yeah.
18 minutes. Yeah.
And they shot that bit right where they actually shot the video.
They
too,
redid
which
it,
is
right?
cool.
Yeah.
I mean, we just get to
right.
the one part, but yeah.
Yeah. In Dobley.
Dobley.
Yeah. It's in Dobley. Let me find that clip. Now I got to find that clip. I know I'm going to switch brands here.
You
It's going to
can't
mess
mix
up this.
heavy metal in Dobley.
Yeah.
What?
There we go. No, it always messes you up
Yeah.
when you switch. Yep. Did we lose Courtney here? Let's see
Yeah.
here. Courtney's in the store, so here I think.
Oh.
Where's my Dobley clip here?
In Dobley.
Let's see. Here we go.
See how
You don't do heavy metal in Dobley, you know? I mean,
In
it's
what? In what?
in Dobley. I mean, you
In
can't.
Dublin. She
What's
means
that?
Dolby, all right? She means Dolby.
I love that so much. Yeah.
She means Dolby.
She means Dolby. All right. Well, let's switch gears, and we got to cover other thing I teased tonight too. That oh, thank you, PVS. Yeah, she is feeling better. She was just actually she slept till like noon yesterday. Like when I'm up and at it before the better half is, I was like, wowzers, how the hell did this happen? she never sleeps that late. Yep. The other big huge news. This is kind of a snipe at Star Wars. Oh, yeah, Courtney will be back. Thank you, Courtney. Yep. No worries. Yep. And hey to Ian Denton. How's it going? Welcome to Sunday Night Geekery. Great to have you here. And other news, Star Wars Disney finally gets their act together and gets smart and realizes, no shit, Sherlock, maybe we should have the original characters in Galaxy's Edge. You think? I mean, I know this broke, a little over a week ago, but I don't think we got a chance to talk about it. But briefly, I mean, first time I went to Disney, MGM, back then it was MGM Studios, and you're walking down the path, and you see that freaking AT-AT in a distance, and you're like, holy shit, I don't believe it. Let's see if I can find a picture of it. Let's see, Disney, I have all my, let's see, maybe when I went in 2008, let's see if I got a picture. I'm sure I've got a picture of the AT-AT here. Yeah, this was later when I went, but let me find a picture of it. But yeah, it was just so wild to see that in a distance. You're like, holy crap. I'm like, and then that little section of Star Wars that you got there, wasn't massive, but it was just such a cool experience. And yeah, how stupid was Disney? So I went to Galaxy's Edge first time at Disneyland. We were out there for like, it was like my kids had to go out there for college and some other things. And so we're like, yeah, let's go to, Disneyland for the day. And Galaxy's Edge is open. So I'm excited. I'm like, oh, crap, I get to go to Galaxy's Edge. And I'm trying to find that picture, see if I have all my albums. That's not showing up. And come on, Grok or Google. So I may put in AT-AT. But you go there, and there's no original Star Wars stuff there. I'm like, what the hell's going on? And the Ride of the Resistance ride was not open, or just one of the rides is open, right? So we didn't even get to go on a ride, which sucked. And yeah, it was just really bad experience. Just horrible. Let's see if I do Disney World. Let's see if I can find. I won't be able to find it, but I thought I had all my trips in here, but signed up to in my Google Photos here. But yeah, it was just you go through. I'm like, there's no, where's the Star Wars Cantina? Where's Hoth? Where's everything? And it's just really, yeah, I felt betrayed this round. Yep. And yeah, it was just really tragic. Yep. Oh, you saw the ad at MGM in 1995. It was awesome. Yeah, because you walk in. I'm trying to find. I just Google it. Just find a picture. Yeah, Disney Studios AT-AT. I'm sure it'll come up. It's been fun to see the picture of me. Star Wars here. If I could put, come on, Mark, type faster. Star Wars at images here. Let's see. It's got to come up. Yeah, then they had the Star Tours ride, which was phenomenal. But you really felt like you were there. So yeah, so when that Walker was in a distance, you're like, yeah, here's a good picture of it. Let me share this tab instead. Yep. So yeah, you're just like and then you could take your picture there with the kids, and Darth Vader was there. And then one time I was there, hey, Tilgrove Pleiser says raid from bullpen. I always appreciate raids here. Yep, thank you. Yep. They did more for Star Wars in the parks before they owned it than they do now. Yeah. So yeah, it was just that Star Tours. So one time you're getting on the line there for Star Tours, and I was there with my wife. Like we're on a business show. Oh, yeah, here's a good picture of how it looked back then. And Chewie comes out like the side door. I yell like Chewie, and I think I tried to run over and give him a big hug, and my wife's probably like, "Oh crap, I married this guy," and the guy in the costume, like, "Oh, these weird Star Wars adults," which we'll talk about in a second. But it was a great moment. I still remember because I didn't expect, like, oh, they actually have characters here. I didn't expect like a character to walk out and that you can meet and greet them. It was early 90s, so yeah, it was just really a lot of fun. And let's see if so here's the Star Tours the Star Tours ride, which they've changed throughout the years, but yeah, almost almost, I don't think I could knock Chewbacca over. He's a big dude. But hey, Brahma Raid, awesome. Hey, Darren, great to see you. Yep. But yeah, so they're finally getting smart and adding original characters back.
Too little, too late. Almost like Gina coming back at this point. But yeah.
Yeah, you just nuked everything, right? Yeah. So here I do have some pictures of Star Tours here. So let's I got my kids. My kids won't. What are they gonna do? I'm not gonna get that mad, right? I got pictures of my kids here, and the Star Wars stuff here. Let's see. Let's go. I'll share this. These are fun pictures. What the hell? So I'm wearing my Star Wars nerd shirt there. Nerds. Those are my kids. They're all grown up now. And Mark says, relax, adults hugging Chewie is 100% normal, right? Yep. He didn't rip my arms out of my sockets. Yeah. So, so the kids there, yep, that's at Disney. Well, back then I think it was at Disney MGM, or maybe then it's Disney Studios. But and then there's the great, the Star Wars. My kids didn't get picked for the lightsaber academy, unfortunately, but God, that was fun to watch. It was just so fun. You were just so into it when you were there. And when I went to Galaxy's Edge, like, this was a million times more fun to see. Rob says, nerds. All right. We got a request in for nerds, so we better play that. Yep. Hold your ears. This is loud.
Get those nerds! 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 What?
Yeah, so they would, kids could volunteer, and then you'd get asked, and you could train with Darth Vader and Ben, and just a ton of fun. Yeah, really a lot of fun. And the ride, the Star Tours ride was great. Yeah, so there's the ad. There we go. Yep. So when I saw that from a distance, I was like, holy crap! Yeah. And I'm wearing my Dave Filoni hat too. Yeah, and I lost that hat. Maybe Dave Filoni stole my freaking hat. I couldn't find that hat. Yeah. Yep. So yep, all set, Tom. Yep, all good. Yep. So you gotta, yeah. Look how fun this was for the kids. Yeah. To be able to do this. Yep. So yeah. So when you go to Galaxy's Edge, there's nothing there. Yep. So there's my son on the so you take the picture on the speeder there. Yep. That's a lot of fun. Yep. Nicole. Yeah. Oh yeah, the video of the girl kneeling before Darth Vader. That was funny. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, it was just so. Have you been to Have you been to any of the Disney parks in a
No.
while, Tom? No, no, yeah, okay.
Never been. No.
Never been. Okay, yeah. No,
Mm.
it is a lot of fun, I gotta say. But I wonder if I have Galaxy's Edge. Let me see if I got Galaxy's Edge. Yep. And you just compare the pictures there. It was just it was so barren and sterile and so commercial too. That's what was rough about it. It was that's what bummed me out. I mean, yeah, did I have some fun there? Yes, but it was here's Star Tours. Let's share this screen instead. Yeah. So this is going on Star Tours. So this is at Disneyland, I think. Yeah. And there's me in the Millennium Falcon with the wrong antenna on the roof. Yep. With my Spider-Man shirt. Yep. Waterworld, the Waterworld stunt tour is freaking. Oh, that's an amazing show, Tom. You would love this show, this Waterworld show. God, Tom wrote an F and net. Maybe his internet's screwed up again. But that Waterworld show was wild. Yep, there's more of that. Ad. Trying to do the force. Yeah, use the force. Yep, use the shorts. Yeah. So is this in? Trying to remember what ride that is. Is that Splash Mountain? Before they changed it. Man, here's C-3PO, yep. Yeah, and seeing this just blew me away. It was just so good. Yeah, yeah. And we did buy one of the Star Speeders. We still have the Star Speeder toy, yep. Let's see. I thought I had more. Oh, here we go. Here's this should be Galaxy's Edge, I think. Yeah. That's still Star Tours. There's Eric. Thought I had. Let's see. Skip through. It's going out of order here. Let me share this tab instead. Let me go back to. What to show Galaxy's Edge? Where's Galaxy's Edge? Oh, here. Of course, that would have been the next. It would have been the next photo. Was Galaxy's Edge? Yep. Yeah. So as I'm here, I'm like, there we go. Tom is hating his internet now.
Yeah.
Bastages.
I was going to be taking off here soon anyway.
Yeah, I got to head out soon, which is all good. But we're not going to go forever. We're going to do another 2 hours on Michael Jackson, but no.
No, I'm going to have to deal with this tomorrow now, too.
It's a pain. It came back, but it's really slow speed?
It just keeps kicking out, and it's getting worse. And I called earlier, and I finally found a customer service number, but they couldn't do anything because nobody's in the office today, of course. But yeah, anyway.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully I can figure something out tomorrow because, I'm getting sick of this.
Yeah, it's a pain. It's a pain. Yeah, that's you don't want to be using dial-up these days. Yeah, yeah. So this is one of the new fighters. I'm like, why is there not an X-wing fighter here? I didn't realize it was when I went to Galaxy's Edge. This is right after it opened, or pretty soon after it opened. I'm like, I expected. I didn't pay attention. I'm like, expecting there's going to be old school Star Wars. I'm like, why are there no X-wing fighters? It's like, what? You've got this. You're walking through Tomorrowland to get there. The ship is cool, but it's like, it's not it's not original Star Wars. So, yeah, I'm like, what's going on here? And why is it going out of? Oh, maybe because when I'm showing these, it's going out of order, I guess. So you get an X-wing fighter, but it's not I'm like, it's not an original X-wing fighter. I'm like, what's going on? It's like posed. You got the shuttle here. And see how barren it is? It's like it's so sterile. There's nothing. There's just like nothing around there. It's just not, and there's no characters there. Yeah, and then you go into the store and you're like, there's nothing, in the store that you want to buy. It's like, I didn't buy anything there. It was like, how do I go to a Star Wars place and not buy anything? Yeah, this is the stunt show from Waterworld. So
Waterworld.
This stunt show is freaking amazing.
Is that still on? They still do it?
I think it's still going. I think they still do
Oh.
it. Yeah, it's just so well received. Yeah. And this Millennium Falcon. It's pretty wild to get up next to Millennium Falcon like that, I have to say. But it's, of course, it's the Rise of the Resistance one with the wrong antenna on it. Yep.
Right.
So yeah, so it does look cool, right? But then Then I'm asking, like, how long is the wait for the ride? She's like 4 hours. I'm like, I'm not gonna wait 4 hours for 10 minutes. It's like, hey Jamie. I mean, come on. Yeah, so this is like maybe all right. This does look kind of Star Wars-ish. There, I give him that, right? But it's not anything you'd recognize from any of the movies. And yeah, it's like Mos Eisley. This should be Mos Eisley, and we're not getting it. So yeah, it's just a huge miss, and I guess it'll probably help them a little bit have some of those new characters. But like you said, Tom, it's a little bit too little, too late. It's just crazy that they want to do that. Yeah. So April 2026. How many years did it take? Yep. Batuu, yeah, they did the land of Batuu that no one knows. Batuu, right? R2-D2, Chewbacca, and Mandalorian, and Grogu, yep. It said the official timeline in Batuu's Black Spire Outpost rolled back in time several decades in order to bring in characters. Well, characters of Disney's most recent trilogy, like Rey, will continue to roam, and the Resistance section camp of the land, yep. Now includes Star Wars film timeline for the Galactic Civil War to the New Republic to the Resistance and First Order, in order to bring characters that are most closely associated with the franchise. Like, what marketing geniuses did they have to hire to figure this out, right? Pivot for the Land, which opened to fanfare in 2019 with the specific idea of a world set in the universe of Star Wars sequels, which focus on characters like Rey and Kylo Ren. Well, the sequels were successful. They weren't successful. They haven't had the same cultural resonance as characters from George Lucas's original trilogy. Well, I'd say that's... You think? I mean, Rogue One was... Yes, I enjoyed Rogue One. Did you like Rogue One, Tom, or...
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a man that... Well, I don't think it was... It's not a bad movie, right, Rogue One? I mean...
No, but it has some issues.
Yeah, and the reshoots, and Retroblasting had a wonderful video on that. If you check out Retroblasting's take on that. But love to see that original cut or what it was like, but... yeah, Rogue One, I don't think you could argue that's probably the best of the Disney stuff, right? I mean, it's a pretty low bar to set, I think, too. So, yeah, and there's only 2 rides there. It's like you do that whole land with two rides, and then the Star Cruiser Hotel was a huge failure too. So, and Mark says, have you seen one of those zombie containment chambers where the screen shows a zombie inside trying to break out? The panels pop and move. They should do it with a Wampa. Oh, that would be wild, right? If they had a Wampa there. So that would be pretty cool. So yeah, so it's just the two rides there, the Smuggler's Run and Rise of Resistance. So that was closed when I went. And I've been there, I think, 3 times, and I've never been on any of those rides. Never could get on the rides, which is really shitty too. I think when you think about it, you pay all that money to get in, and then you can't get on the rides because it's too busy. I should have had a couple more rides there. So yeah, you can make a droid. So, but yeah, it's just a shame that that was just such a miss. It's such a no-brainer. Like let's have the original trilogy there. Yep. All right. Well, I know Tom's got to get out of here, but why don't we do the toy of the week? I'm gonna start doing a new feature on the show here.
Ooh.
And we got all fancy. Look, I have an enabling splash here. Watch this.
I might have to have you make some of those for me. I don't know how to do that.
Is that pretty cool, right? That came up. Let's play that again. That was cool. Firefly.
Enabling.
Enabling, yep. The sound effect, the one thing I was working on the web and it crashed before. I had like a double explosion, so I only get the one explosion.
It still
That
works.
That's pretty good, isn't it? That's pretty good. I'd hire the guy that did that. But that was, yeah, that was in Firefly. I'm like, I pay for Adobe, for work. We pay for Adobe.
Oh,
I'm like,
okay.
and I'm like, they keep advertising this Firefly, AI thing, and I tried to do some, titles like that. I'm not a pro at this shit, and I'm like, wow, it did a pretty good job.
I think I have Adobe. I wonder if I can do that.
Yeah, if you have,
I can never figure it out. I hate Adobe.
You know what I do? I ask Grok.
It's too complicated.
I ask Grok to give me the prompt to like make something. Like I ask the AI to like make a prompt so I can make it. Yeah, yeah. Oh, thank you, Donnie. Thank you very much. Donnie likes it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And Buddy said I was at Disneyland last month. I rope dropped Rise to get out of the way, but it's not always open at rope drop, so it's a crapshoot. Did the same for Space Mountain. Oh yeah, getting it early there. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I beat my wallet up pretty badly with model kits and paint. Not much enabling happened for a while. Well, at least you spent it on good stuff. Yep, yep. And hail to Wolvie. We love the creator. Oh, well, I don't want to put that up. I thought that was someone else that I know. Yep, yep. All right. How the heck were you able to put a link up there? All right. Well, here we go. So this is some enabling here. So this is available on Core Game. Of course, we're talking classic movies all the time here. I bet you Michael Jackson would have liked this movie, probably, right? Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Probably.
So Corgi is producing these repros. If you want to buy the original Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, I think it's in the box, good condition. It's going to cost you between $150 to $300 or. And this is for my friend Jeff, who was complaining. He said there was too much plastic in this repro, so he wasn't going to buy it. So, Jeff, if you want to send me $300, I'll buy the original. But so let's check the back of the box here. So, of course, it's got the automatic flip-out wings. And you got to love Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, right? So, awesome movie. Dick Van Dyke, who's turned 100 now, right? God bless him. Yep.
I don't think we can call him that anymore. I think it's Dick Van Lady in Comfortable Shoes.
Yeah, right. Yeah, yeah. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. We love you. Thank you. Yeah, yeah. So let's open this sucker up. Well, I shouldn't say sucker, but cool model. And these are one of the model that I always wanted as a kid, right? Or Corgi car and never got. And let's get this carefully open this. Always hate opening these boxes because the tab, you don't want to rip the tab there. Come on. Come free, Chitty. There we go. Phew. Sometimes it's really tough to get.
Since you're doing this, I'm going to check out here, Mark. But thanks for having me as always.
Yeah,
It was fun talking to you tonight.
Take care, Tom.
But I might as well do it before my neck goes out again anyway.
Yeah. Oh God, don't do. Yeah, don't.
That way you can show off your toy.
I'll show off my toy. Yep, yep.
Take care, guys. Have a good one.
Take care. Yeah, yeah. All right. Well, it's great having Tom here. All right. So let's get Chitty out of the box here. Yep. And I appreciate Tom being here. I had that with the Batmobile and the Batboat. Yeah, and they've re-released those. Oh, there's gotta get the knife out here. There's some tape here. Let's carefully. It's always risky business. Unboxing live here, right? Yeah. Live unboxing and trying not to mess up your model here. Okay, let's see. Pull this out. Oh, I gotta get this little. This should slide right out, shouldn't it? Come on, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. We love you. Come out of the box. Yep. Let's see. Is it taped on the bottom there too? And I'm too old. I can't see where the tape is anymore. Come on. Is it taped on the other side too? Man, Corgi, you packed these too good. Yep. Oh, good. Courtney's here. Hey, Courtney. How you doing?
Hello. Sorry that took me so long. Oh, it's
Oh, that was
11:11.
good.
Make a wish.
Make a wish.
It
Yep,
is here.
yep.
So that means it's
trying to get
1:11 for you.
I'm trying to get Chitty Chitty Bang Bang out of the box, and I'm not being
Oh,
very successful at this moment. Yeah.
that's a name I haven't heard for a while. A
Chitty
long
Chitty
time.
Bang Bang. Yep, yep.
Still watch that when I was a kid.
Do the sound effect. Yep. I should have clipped the movie for tonight, or one of the clips. Yep. I can't get him out of the box. They pack the sucker too, and I don't want to rip anything. That
Yeah,
there we go.
I was gonna say that's a
There
bummer
we
when they
go.
do it like that.
Wow, this is tight in here. This is tight. Yeah. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna make myself full screen. So
Where did you find
if I
that?
clip this. So this is the Corgi Model Club. So actually, you can buy these now. Yep.
Oh, cool.
I'll put the link in the chat. Yep. But a little bit
Hey,
of
Jamie.
enabling.
Hey, Darren.
Yep. So look at this new special effect I've got. Yep. So.
I love it. I love that. That's awesome. Enabling.
All right. So let's get. Oh, there we go. There's the box again. There's the bottom of the box. Let's see what's on. So they did a nice job all the way around here. Yep. Okay. So here we go. Let's get a close up. Don't drop it. Don't drop it yet. Ooh. Toy of the week. All right, so let's see.
Pretty cool.
How do I get Chitty out of the box here? Let's see. Is it okay? So it's clipped. Oh, it's got these ties on the bottom. Yep. So
sorry,
the
Six
clips,
just
yep.
made me laugh.
Yeah. Let me.
Six just said that enabling clip just woke up all of her patients.
Oops. Should I play it again yet? Do the wings still fold in? Yeah, they do. Yep. So let me undo. I should just clip this, but I should just cut these. But
That would turn into such a disaster for me. The whole thing would just fall apart in my head.
There we go. This cut the never gonna. It's a collectible, but it's a repro collectible. Yeah. Okay, so now let's get that. Ooh, here we go. Be very, very careful. Yeah. Okay, so we've got to take these wires out. Oh, okay, actually they did a nice job. Yeah, so they had Chitty.
Cool.
Making sure Chitty couldn't fly away. Yep. Hey, Six, how's it going? We got Six in the chat.
Yes, we do.
All right, so let's free up
And
Chitty
Six
Chitty
did
Bang
see
Bang's
Michael.
wheels here.
Remember, I was saying that earlier. She did her stream.
Yeah, she did a stream. Yep. I wasn't there live, but yep. Ooh, look how cool that is. Yep. I think that's looking pretty darn good.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Thanks.
All right, so let's see the wings. You push the wings in here. I don't want to break anything. Oh yeah, look, see? So the wings go in, yep. And you've got the cool jeweled headlights. So how do I think there's an arm, if I remember from playing with this as a kid. I didn't have this, but a friend had this. So there's a little arm here. Let's see. If I think you pull on this arm.
Don't break it.
Don't break it. Don't break it, man. Let's see. Pretty push down. Let's see. I thought it was that swing arm there. It's kind of tight. You know, when something's, you're like, oh, it feels like it should do that. But let's check the instructions here. They got to have instructions. All right, let's check the instructions, which...
Did you get your hair cut underneath that hat?
Yeah, once in a while I do. Yep. I
It looks freshly cut on the side.
I just use the razor on like number 11.
That's the easy way to do it. No problem with that. I dye my own hair, so I can't talk. I don't go pay for it.
Oh crap! I gotta put glasses on. Jeez. Oh my God.
I
How
have to
embarrassing.
always wear glasses for the. I wear
Operating
progressives.
instructions. Yeah. Oh, there's no. It's just graphics here. Yep. Okay. So that's why
You're lucky. Do
that
you not
text is.
need glasses for far
Most of the
away? Or...
time I don't. I do need. I have my contacts in, but I can read.
Oh,
But
I get it.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have. I get it.
Yeah. But let's see. I thought it was just.
My reading is
I
terrible,
thought it
and
was
my like
just the.
mid.
Yeah. If I have my contacts in, it's tougher to read. I just don't want to break this.
Now that I
Obviously.
said
Yeah.
don't break it, Jamie in the
Don't
chat
break it.
says, Catherine Sutherland. Well, remember the term: you break it, you bought it.
You break it, you bought it. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So how do I get the wings out? Is it? I thought it was the lever arm here.
Darren, is your avatar Max Headroom?
Yeah, it's Max Headroom. Yep.
Is that
Okay,
what
so
it is? That's awesome.
I'm gonna have to Google this. Yep. Let's see. Chitty chitty bang bang wings. Corgi. Let's see here.
Rob, I wear glasses
Chitty.
all day too.
Chitty chitty bang bang corgi instructions. Okay, so let's see what the World Wide Web says. Yep. New
The World
corgi
Wide
toy.
Web.
Handbrake lever on the right side. The wings are, yeah. Push the lever, the handbrake down to pop out the flying wings. That's really stuck here. Oh, down. There we go. Down. Let's see. Is it down?
Not that
Straight
down. Down.
No, straight down. Like straight. I think they mean like go straight down. There's a button there. It's not working. Bastards. Oh, let me check. Where is my loop here? Let me check my loop.
The
right,
PVSS says I have astigmatism and I still can't look at screens close up when wearing my bifocals. Astigmatism just makes it when I'm driving at night, I get like those blasts of light. Hi, Donnie.
So I apologize for this, guys, but
that's okay. I'm just chatting with the chat while you're figuring.
No. No, you push. It looks like you're supposed to push down here. I'm checking the mechanism, but it didn't seem like it popped up. So let me grab a screwdriver here.
You know what? I have to. This is a stereotype, but I have to give it to Mark for not fitting the stereotype right now. Most men would have broken that by now. They would have just been like, make it push, do this. At least every man I've known in my life. They would have torn the box apart. You are very meticulous.
Open carefully.
Yeah. Whenever you go to grab a screwdriver, it's you want a flathead, you find the Phillips. When it's a Phillips, you find the flathead. I'm just trying to do the mechanism without. Just to see what's down there. Let's see here. This makes for great YouTubing, I know, but no, I'm actually really impressed that you're taking the time and you're not breaking it.
Why the heck?
RobAltis says he's like Mark with models, very careful. Yeah, I guess if you were into models, that's also a little different. I'm just thinking of like every time I buy, like if I would buy my ex like a pair of jeans or something, he'd rip the tags off and everything and then try them on. You know, it's like they don't fit them.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, or like you get
you rip the tag off.
Yeah, anything. It's just the box gets torn open. No direction reading. Like Mark actually Googled how to get the mechanism to work.
What a revolting development. This doesn't do anything.
Because he knows that best dust-free display is in box.
Yeah, that doesn't not work. Chitty is broken. Chitty will not fly again.
What? That is very chitty.
Let me see. Yeah, let's see. Let's see. All right, so I'm looking at. Let's see if this guy's got a YouTube video. I can't show it, but let's see if he's showing how the wings open here. Okay, I'm trying to. Okay, so he did. Okay, so he did it. Let's see.
I keep my boxes
Yeah.
too. Is that PVFS? What is it? Why do I not? That's the Paul Venkman fan site, isn't it? Sorry, but the
Yeah.
tags I get so I just had to look at the avatar a little closer. I do that with like larger
Okay.
items, but I don't take my Funko Pops out of the box.
Yeah.
They stay in the box.
Let's see. I'm trying it one more time without. I don't see the way to do this. I think my chitty is broken. Oh,
Man.
this is a travesty. Like you're posting this there. Yeah.
It's
If we
not
can
a
get Chitty
bang
Chitty
bang. It is not.
It's not a bang. It's not a bang bang. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And the car is so cool. It's so good looking. Yeah, but you got to have the wings. They got to pop back out. So I don't want to snap the thing. All right. Well, I'm getting Chitty is, and I didn't pay attention when I pushed the wings back in. I assumed they would be easy to pop back out. So I didn't. Oh, yeah. It's really rough there. Yeah. Come on. And it's plastic too, so you feel as you. All right, so I'll go full screen again. If anyone can search the interwebs, but let me make myself full screen.
Someone
full
figure
screen
it
here.
out.
Yeah, so there's a lever here, and it's showing you on the instruction. You're supposed to pull this lever.
Is it that one or the one
backwards.
behind it?
No, this lever here.
Yeah, that
I mean,
one.
it's tough to see. Yeah.
And you don't push it down?
Yeah, it's kind of stuck. It's kind of stuck. Yeah, yeah.
Is it like, do you push it straight in down, or does the lever actually have to be like lever backwards?
It's showing it. It's showing it pulling it back, but it looks like there's a spring that would push down, or a pin that you'd push down, but it's not there. So I might have to take this apart or check support. Yep, yep. You need two anyways.
It apart and
one
get
with
it
the
to work,
wings in and out. Yeah,
video
one
it.
with the wings in and one with the wings out. Right? Yes, is buddy. Yep, yep. Yeah. And with models, some will not open vintage models, but if I buy something vintage, it's for building, not for just saving for someone else. Yeah. But yeah, I mean the details on this are. I mean, this is exact. You know, this is a pretty fancy car from back in the day with Corgi. Yeah, and they did a nice job recreating.
But now
it,
the wings are stuck.
No, the wings are stuck. The wings are stuck. Yeah. So let's see what this is. Corgi. And I guess, I don't know how you know it's I mean, yes, if you're an expert, you could tell it's a repro, but I don't know if they mark this as a repro. But let's put this in the chat where you can buy this so I can have two, and then one with the wings open and one with the wings closed. Yep. So, so much for that, but let's see.
You'll figure it out.
Let's grab.
You can do it.
Corgi. Let's see. Let me grab the link for this. Yep. Okay. Here we go. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Let's share this tab.
RobAltis asked, was it made in China now? The original was made in England.
I believe this is made in China. I believe so. I believe so. So let me put this in here. Chitty Bang Bang. Yeah, which is a shame, but yep. We need to bring our production back. Yeah.
Darren just made me almost choke. Darren said, "You are the wind beneath my wings, Mark."
Thank you, Darren. Yeah.
You are the wind. I went to that house, the Beach's house.
Oh, you did? Yeah.
Yeah, Newport Beach, around there. It wasn't very much special, anything special.
Indubitably, one of the most famous Corgi toys of the 60s. Yeah, this was popular. Yep. So Chitty Chitty Bang Bang was released in November 1968. Yeah, so I was born in 68, so this toy is not that one, but as old as I am. Yep.
You have a decade on me. Exactly.
There we go. Yep. Chief among them are the model's pop-out wings operated via brake lever on the driver's side. See? Yep, on the driver's side, which is on the right side in England. Yep. Plus a wealth of gleaming chrome and gold that replicated the movie car created by Ken Adams, the famed James Bond set designer. With four of the movie's main characters modeled inside the car, additional snap-on wings in the front and rear, plus Corgi's famed jeweled lights, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang stayed in the Corgi range until 1972. The Corgi Model Club edition replicates the original 60s model, notably reinstating the engine strap and detailed wheels that were missing on recent versions. Okay. So yeah, here's some close-ups. Of course,
I
of
think that's
Chitty.
Tim in the chat. I'm not positive, but he says, so
Hey
you will be
Tim, oh hey Tim.
60 in 2 years then, Mark. He just
Crap!
reminded me that I'm a decade younger, which I will
Damn
be
it!
20 in 2 years, not
Yeah.
50.
I just love clobbering time.
Inconceivable. I can't be 60. God. And the front and the back wings snap off, I believe, too. So you could snap those off. So have it just. Okay, so
Have a
push the
car,
lever
like
forward
without the
to
wings
release
on.
Chitty's wings. I'm trying to push the lever forward.
I thought they said down before or back.
Yeah, now. Man, it's tight. It's not working.
Maybe when you pushed the wings back in, you were
I'm
supposed
too
to do it that
strong.
way.
I'm too strong. No, you're right. You just.
Darren, you do not. Gosh, nobody seems that old to me. We're all sitting here looking at toys,
Yeah,
like,
we're looking at toys. Yep, from the
we're
60s.
Toys R
Yeah.
Us kids. That's what I call it from my generation. Well, you're the same generation, really. Gen X.
Oh, there it goes. It worked
You got
finally.
it? We can't see
Holy shit, Batman. Yeah, well, let me go back and do it again.
it. It's
My
not
God, that
Chitty.
was tough to do. All right. We got the wings out. That's proof.
Woohoo!
I'm going to snap them. Okay, so you can kind of see the lever arm kind of jingle jangle. Okay. So now let's see if it's loose or not. Maybe we just had to work the magic in. Let's see. There we go. So now it was really stuck that first time.
You're gonna have to get some WD-40 maybe.
Yeah. And what I did, I actually kind of jangled the wings on the side there too. So
They were
let's
just
see.
a little stiff.
And then you kind of pull, you kind of help it out. Yep. You kind of. There we go. Now it's.
RobAltis
Just had to
says,
work her in. Yeah.
I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us.
There we go. Now it's working. Phew. All right, Corgi Club, you're saved. Yep. Yeah.
Yay!
So,
Hi, Putin.
all right, now it gets a 10-star review. Yep. Yep. There we go. Let's see. Let's see if we can get this up close up here. There we go. So that's working. Working a lot
RJ
better.
Godzilla says, I'm 44, 45 in 2.5 weeks, going on 5. LOL.
Yeah.
In 2.5 weeks. When is your birthday? Mine's about the same time, I think. I'm on the 15th.
And Tiger says, Chitty, I want one of those so bad. Yep. This is not original.
You're so cool.
So this is the repro, and the link is in the chat. So you can grab. Did I put the link in? Did it go through?
Oh, RJ.
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
are
Here's the link
my
to buy it.
sister's
Yeah. Yeah.
birthday. Who's 2 days before me.
There we go. Okay. I'm so glad this is working now. Shh. Okay. This Chitty flies away. Yep. And saves everyone. Yep. So, well, I won't play that enabling again because that's pretty loud. We woke everyone up.
There's a bong.
Bong. Yeah. Yeah. Explosion. Yeah. 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 All right. So let's see what else they say about Chitty Chitty Bang Bang here. Yep. There's the box. Automatic flip out wings. There we go. 69 Corgi diecast replica. So this is really fun
Was
to have.
Corgi like is that like a company that stopped after a certain amount of time? Do they still exist? Like, you know, like with some of the toys, like Kenner toys were like really big and stuff. Like, I'm always
I
want
don't
to
know
learn
if
more
Corgi.
the
I
brand.
don't know if they went out of business or what happened to Corgi. This is they're reproducing these models now. So
That ad is
and you
so
can
cool.
and then if you get a car a month, then you get a discount on the cars. So they have and if you join up, you get these cars for like it's kind of like the Columbia Records Club.
Yeah.
So, yeah. They are British Tiger Stripes. Yep, British company. Yep. So so these are the first 3. You can pick one of these first 3 models to get. for $20, and then they sucker you in. I shouldn't say sucker. Forgive me, Corgi Club. You know what I mean. Then you're signed up, to get a monthly car, but you can put the cars off. You don't have to get a car every month. But then you get this collectible box, and then you get a nice. I'll show this catalog later, but you get the catalog.
Is that that's a tin?
That's a tin. You put all your collector's certificates in
Nice.
there. Because us nerds love this stuff. And then
I like tins.
yeah.
Like tin
And
trays are cool too.
Yeah.
Tin signs.
And then you get this nice catalog. Yep. And so you can pick a car each month. So, and then of course you can get this, if you're a member, you can get the famous matte Batmobile. So I bought the Batmobile, the Batboat, and I also bought the display set together. But this is the matte edition, which they did produce as Corgi. And you can buy this matte edition now. So that's it's a special part. I'm going to eventually buy that too, so I have that. But this was like the ultimate toy to have this, as a kid. God, that was so much fun to have that Batmobile.
That Batmobile is cool. I like the matte. I like matte better than glossy usually.
It is cool, the matte. And I don't know if the matte was a mistake or what. They mentioned, they talk about it. I can't remember if it was a mistake or for a few months.
Look how they spelled matte.
Yeah, well, it's the Brits, yeah.
Oh, is that how they spell it? I guess
yeah,
so.
Yeah.
Because to me, that's like the name, Matt. Like we spell with an E at the end.
Yeah, original examples fetch an eye-watering amount of money today. Yep. So you have to be a member to buy that one. So eventually I got to buy that. Yeah.
Oh, so RobAltis said, really interesting. He said Corgi kind of went away, but was revived. And then he said they also had Corgi Junior, which were Matchbox or Hot Wheels size.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So here's the reissues. And they come out with new cars periodically. So, of course, the James Bond Aston Martin, too. That was one of the most amazing, cars. God, that was awesome. I still have mine when I was a kid. And I I think I bought one of the new ones. And the first one was gold because the silver paint wasn't coming out well. So they made one gold for Goldfinger.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah. So we've got the
milk truck looking thing or whatever that was. I couldn't tell.
We got a flower power Mustang. We've got car transporter. So I'll just spin through. Of course, the Batboat and the Batmobile, and of course the Saints car. And of course, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Ian Fleming too did Bond and Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Oh, this Bermuda Taxi. I love this guy. That'd be so much fun to go for a ride in a Bermuda Taxi. Yeah. This is the Henkel economy car. I've seen this car in person. Yeah. Wild. Yep. I don't know if they have a monkey mobile. Yep. Hot Wheels size. Okay. Be right back. LOL.
What's the little beetle from, or the bug, whatever you call them? It looks like a bug.
Well, this the blue one?
No, the white one to the right of it. Doesn't that look like
it's it's a police car. Dutch edition.
Oh,
Yep.
gotcha.
Police car. And of course the yellow submarine. I've got that. Yeah. I bought the yellow submarine. Yep.
I remember the first time I ever went to England and I had never seen cars that tiny because like they were all minis. Or
Oh yeah.
I took all these pictures next to like the tiny cars. I thought they were so weird. And now they're everywhere, but so funny.
Check out the ice cream van. Yep. Olds 88. Yep.
I think
Tornado.
the ice cream van is right.
I love the skiing. Yep.
Oh, that's cool. The skiing. Yeah,
Safari skiing Corgi Club. Yep. And they have the characters there. Yep. The kangaroo, right? The hunter.
I love these. Oh my gosh, they're so cool.
They're cool. Yep. Chrysler Imperial. That's the Buick Riviera.
Is that like a VW bus kind of
That's
thing?
the VW bus, but converted to be a tow truck. Yep. Land Rover. Yes, it's all really cool car. Yeah, Studebaker, Lotus Elan. That's a nice car. And of course, they have Corvettes. And
Any Aston Martins?
I haven't seen an Aston Martin yet. I don't think. I love that Mercedes limousine. Yep.
Oh, that's neat. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, this is like a VW Bug ripoff. Yep.
The bus, yeah.
Yeah. I love the Safari. Yeah, so it comes with like a Rhino there.
Is that a hearse that we passed? Like a white hearse? Or is that another limo type thing on the right?
That's a ambulance. Yep.
Oh, I see. It looked like
Yeah, it's small on your phone if you're on your phone. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, I can't see anyway, but yeah, I'm on
Yeah,
my
yeah,
phone. It's like really tiny at the top. Because
yeah. They got the
it's a streamer.
Mustang. Yep. Jaguar.
I like Jags.
Yeah, and it's smaller when you're on streamer too. The Porsche Carrera 6, I got that one. That one's
I
really
wish
cool.
that they had made the car from, well, the movie wasn't
There
out
you
in the
go. There's your
60s, but
dad's car. Yep. But that's a
oh yeah,
convertible one, right?
his
He had
was a convertible, but it was like a hardtop convertible, but you could take the top off.
That's what this is. Yep, yep.
Is that what that is? Yeah, it's cool.
Yep, yep. Yeah, so it's a hard top. Yeah, I think. Yep, yep. Pretty cool. Yep, yep. On the Gia 5000, I love this car. That was such a cool car in the 70s. On the Tomaso.
It looks almost like a DeLorean or something to me from
yeah.
how tiny it is, the shape of it.
That was a cool car. Yeah, yeah. So each month they come out with new cars. So that's the enabling portion of the of the stream. Yep. And here I wanted to show. It seemed like to get this Corgi to work really well, you got to push the side wings in all the way. I don't think I pushed the wings in. Of course, now it's not. Now it's not wanting to work. I think if you jiggle the wings, there we go. But if you kind of push them in all the way, and then you push, then the lever works better. Yep. You got to kind of make sure you got those wings in all the way. There we go. So
RobAltis says he had the Mustang and the Caddy ambulance. That's pretty cool.
nice. Yeah, love me the Mustang. Yep, yep.
My
Let's see if
one
we got-
brother is way into Mustangs. He's obsessed. We used to have the
Let's see.
Mustang Roundup up in Steamboat Springs, and they would all come and park on Main Street. It's pretty cool.
All right. So this
It
highly
looks like
recommended.
it is properly working now, and we know
Properly
it looks
working.
good. So
I can fly, and I'm not going to try to take. Yeah, I guess you can take the. You can take the wings off on the rear too. The rear and the front, they're not automatic, but you can pop. You can pop these wings if you look. You can pop them off, but. Let's leave 'em on.
Jamie Lynn says Courtney loves corgi dogs. I love Boston Terriers, but I love all dogs.
Yeah. Wiggle waggle for the wings. Yeah. That's for sure. Yep. All right. Let's see if I'm checking my show notes. If I had anything else tonight that I was missing. But we'll cover Disney adults another night. Yeah. But let's see. What was this eBay here? Let's see. I had something tagged for eBay, but I can't remember what it was. Oh, this was cool. This was Star Trek trading card set, and Dave, I believe Dave had sent me. I believe it was Dave that sent me this. Let's see. Let me. I want to get proper credit. Proper credit here. Let's see. Was that Dave that sent this? Yep. Yeah, it was Dave. Yep, and also some cool, cool. So we'll show these toys here. We'll keep going with the toys here, but let me share this tab instead. So this is a cool Star Trek portfolio. Let me put the link in the chat here. Let's make sure.
RJ Godzilla says, and I'm back. I found a bunch on eBay, including the Corgi Junior Batmobile and the Buick from Kojak.
There you go. Enabling. Go buy them. Yeah. Yeah, so
Your little clip was effective.
Yeah.
It's like, do it. Bam.
Bam. Yep. So let's see here. Let's as I'm copying this over. Yep. So this is on eBay right now for $150. Yep.
Oops, sorry.
There we go. Oh, did that get too big? Let's see. Oh, it like tripled it up. Yep. Let me just put the link back in there. Oh. Let me grab that. Great link.
It's funny. They have all this Star Trek stuff at Hot Topic. That's like
Oh, yeah?
the last place I would have thought.
Yeah, for Star Trek stuff, right? Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. So,
They still have 2 malls in the town that I live in, and they have the Hot Topic next to the Spencers. Like they always used to. Keeping it 1990s style.
these are these really great posters that were out a few years ago from each
Oh, those are
episode.
cool.
So these are trading cards with each poster. Yeah, yeah. So really cool. I love that Galileo 7-1. So
It would be cool if
forgetting
you
that.
could get them in like the 11-14, like the.
Yeah, I
Not
think
like
there was a poster book of this out too, where they had like small prints. Yep, yep. So yeah, very very cool stuff. Yep. Oh, and you got the Enterprise
Oh,
phone from Spencer's.
Enterprise
Cool.
phone for Spencer's. Yeah.
Yeah.
Spencer's has, I still go in there. I get a lot of birthday cards there because they have really funny birthday cards.
Yeah. So this is I don't know if these cards how valuable they were when they came out or how rare they are. But Dave sent me these and wanted to show them, and I guess they've got some animated series cards. But I just love this display. It would be awesome to have this on like framed, like some of these, like frame all these together and put them on picture frame and put them out. Yeah, put them in order with the episodes.
I'm gonna have to look at that place that I was at in Denver, that 5280s or whatever store. They had a bunch of
Yeah,
Star Trek stuff, and they
some
had
cool
all the little
stuff. Yeah,
card packs, of different things.
yeah. So this artist was. Did they list the artist in here? It was Jose. I'm forgetting the artist's name. Maybe someone in the chat will help us. But it was out maybe like 10 years ago. But yeah, really cool stuff. And the other item that sold that David sent me was it sold for $120,000. So let's see if I can get
Whoa.
yeah. So Alien Star. I'll just share this tab instead here. Yeah. So the
Those are really cool.
prototype. So the Star Trek Alien sold for $125,000.
Wow.
Like wow, yeah. So let's see if they say anything about
Poon
them or
Chat
no.
says, "Are we just watching Mark Impulse Buy?"
Yeah, well, this is 120.
Yeah, he just bought the $120,000
Yeah,
set.
damn it. I'll be moving out of the house now. But yeah. So yeah, let me see if I can find a link on that. Yeah, let's see. Star Wars. Star Trek. Nego Aliens prototype. I mean, those were, and the aliens were always obviously the tougher ones to get because they weren't as
They're
popular.
cool
Here
looking.
we go. Here's
I don't know all the Star Trek
yeah,
characters or anything, but those aliens are cool looking.
yeah. Mego aliens prototypes each reach records highs. Wow, updated. So there's the Andorian. The recently discovered second wave Mego Trek aliens prototypes are up for auction at Hockey's, I guess they said it, ended last evening. Romulan, Andorian, Mugato, and Talos were auctioned separately. Romulan 30, Mugato 31, Andorian 29, Talos 28. Factory sample closed at 14. Prototype closed at 3,000. Never before seen factory sample of Joni Cunningham. Yep, in the Happy Days line. Oh, that's cute. Yep. One day left to go. These iconic pieces of Mego and Star Trek history reaching prices we never anticipate. I don't know about you, but I'm getting my lawn chair. Let me put this link in the chat there for everyone. Yeah, yeah. Hey, Putin, how's it going? Yeah. So wow, yep. That's amazing. Yep, yep. So I guess they're auctioned separate. Okay, yeah. Oh, and let's see. I'm getting my laundry. Well, just talking about, I guess, how cool these auctions are. Yeah. Oh, here's the actual auction. Okay, ended. Yep. I thought 5,000 to 10,000. Yeah. So I guess they found these prototypes. Yeah. That's just pretty. And yeah, they always make prototypes for stuff like this too. So why is it wearing clothes? Yeah. So yeah, let's see. Do they have
Time to cash in?
Yeah. So pretty wild. Yeah, yeah. Pretty wild. Yeah. So that ended. Yeah, yeah. The ramen. Let's see if we go back. And they've got the Mugato. I love the Mugato. Yep. That's pretty wild. Yeah. Let's see the
Sharon says,
pretty
as
cool.
Dave
Yeah.
Allen used to say while signing off, good night, good luck, and may your God go with you. I think that's what it said. Yeah. Okay. It
Yeah.
skipped on
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. So yeah, he's got the real feet coming through the Magatu there. Yeah. Yeah. In the prototype, yeah. Which
That's
makes it
great.
yeah, yeah. So these figures were notoriously hard to. I think the ramen was the most common one you could find, but I'm trying to remember. But I think these guys were tough to find. I wonder what the story behind it. Yeah, figure was obtained from former Mego designer. One of kind early test shot was used in promotional photography to sell the line. Head is produced from a factory mold. Face horn dots and tunic are apparent hand painted color. Feet were handmade resin over plastic feet. Yeah, so they would do like just put resin over that just to make it. The authentics of this and other Star Trek aliens being offered in this auction can be read online at Mego Museum website, as well as in articles online. Yep. So pretty wild, pretty wild story. Yeah, yeah. Oh, let's see if we go to. There must be a. Let's go to the Mego Museum home. Let's see if they have a story of that. Let's see here. Yeah, great website here for all things awesome. And Mego. Did Sasquatch have clothes too? Yeah. Right. Let's see. I'm trying to see if they have an article here on it, but updated. Yeah. Let's see. Read more. Trying to find the original article. Yep. Where's the original article?
Yeah, you're right though about knowing the story behind it. I'd love to know like who had them, you know.
I guess it was just the designer, right? Yeah, yeah. I missed out on this. Yeah, Fantastic Force. I should have had Dadman go buy me that. Yeah. So that's they released the FF set. It was only you had to go to Disney, right? You had to go to Disney to get it. Yeah. So I don't think you could buy them other than at Disney World, right? Yep. So or let's see, can you buy it if you're let's see, follow link. Maybe you could buy them online at one point. Well, I'll have to check eBay, yep. But yeah. All right. Well, I think we've covered quite a lot of stuff tonight, so I think it's a good time to get to bed and get ready for the week. So I want to thank all the channel members first. So let's play a thank you to channel members. I'm not going to read the list too because I didn't update this video, but I'm going to play this, so it's not completely up to date. But let me play this and I'll read our. And of course, always appreciate all the channel members out there helping to keep the lights on. Thank you, the PVSs. Great show, Mark, and thank you, Tom and Courtney, for helping to make it a really great show.
Thank you.
So
for
let
having
me always appreciate you being here. And oh, good, the Geek and Eyes item that was printing form finished. That's good. And let's read off the channel members in no particular order. I don't think this is alphabetical, but we've got Tim Hayes, Deepa 101. Stay Kids Fan, Art of Dominique, Lorena Creole, Phantom Outsider, Wes Cagle, 6, Your Muslim Uncle, Classic Comics, Koj, CC Karaoke. Oh, I'm dying here tonight. My voice is going. D. Bud Martin, Rod Thunderheart, Headcase, Cypher Chaos, Sean Estep, Admiral Teague, 32 Flavors of Nick Weiser, Professor R2, Philip Story, Dadman Walking, The Metalorian, DJ Ronnie G, RobAltis, RRTNZ, Max Redstone, Christian Delorme, That 70s Rock Fan, Anti-Derivative Jill, JT Kirk, and Brian Hepburn. So it's awesome to have you all supporting the channel here, and really appreciate it, and helps pay for StreamYards and all the other things that we do, and have fun around here. So that it makes a big difference. So thank you, everyone. Thank you again, Brian. And Courtney, are you doing any streaming this week, or what you got?
I have a couple shows that I'm going to see, so I may. And if the weather gets nicer, I'm definitely going to go up on Cheyenne Mountain. So we shall see. Just keep posted.
Okay. Yep.
And you got my link right in the chat now, so it's good.
Yeah. I got your correct link. Yeah, let me put it back in again. But I finally went in, because you have to go into like Stream Elements and log in. It's like, what's my password for this? And first world problems. Like, gotta correct the timer. But I went in and did a lot of stuff in there. Yep, Putin, we're still on, but we're headed out now. So that'll hopefully make you feel good. I'm just kidding, buddy. Just kidding. But yep. Oh, have you seen Michael? So 27%. We got 26 votes. Yeah, it was pretty big. So 26 votes, and no, 73%. Yes, 27%. But that's a pretty big number. 27%.
I would go see that.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I would see that.
Yeah. Definitely go see that. So and let's thank our top fans tonight. So on the verticals, we had the Real Head Case, Brian Hepburn, Ian Denton, the Stream Elements Bot, and Paula 1966, and Darren M. And on the horizontal side, we had, let me make this wider so I can actually read it. We had the Geekanine, Hail to Geekanine, great to have him doing better. Small Time, Cloud Saline, Cypher Chaos, Tim, Six, Crimlon, Courtney, Wes Cagle, Cave Levine, Mecca J, Darren M, Jamie Lean Jamie, Midnight's Edge, Latino Slant, Putin, Lemon Pie, Marks 47, Buddy, Real Headcase, Tiger Stripes, Bryant Barth, the PVS, Admiral Teague, Power Ranger Donnie, Tim Hayes, RobAltis, Brian Hepburn, RJ Godzilla, and Joe's Atmosphere. So thank you. Of course, everyone check out Joe's channel. His link is in the chat below. Let me put Joe's link in there. He always has some great shows, and he just got unbanned from the Twitter, so that was good to see too.
Yeah, I don't even know what happened to that.
I don't know.
He doesn't seem like the type of person that would be banned.
He told us, but I can't remember what it was. But it was not something he did. It was something ridiculous, I think. Yeah.
It usually is. Like when you were when you were shunned or whatever, got in trouble for your shorts in the beginning, remember?
Yeah,
so
too many. It was directed towards kids. Yeah, too much. Yeah. Okay, so we've got Joe's super chat here. So thank you again for that, Joe. Super nice, and everyone sub to Joe if you're not sub there. All right, so yeah, thank you everyone, and yeah, we're real people here, just showing the AI. We're real. We exist. And,
is that what we're supposed to do? I'm in the car, but I'm like,
yeah, no, it's okay. Yeah,
hi, wherever I am.
We exist. Yeah. But again, thank you, Courtney, and have a great week. Thank you again to Tom, and yeah, go see Michael. Judge for yourself. I'm gonna try to see it this week, but I hope everyone has a healthy and safe week. Spend too much money on toys. It's always a good idea, and yeah, it's a fun segment to do. We'll do a toy a week. It's we always should cover at least one toy here. Oh, I didn't do the food, but we'll save double food for next week. But I did get my clam pizza today, so I'm all stoked. I got my clam pizza. So thank you.
I'm actually about to pick up a pizza at this hour.
A clam pizza, yeah.
Not a clam pizza, but and Putin's cat. I'm in the Springs.
Yeah. Oh, we got the clam pizza emoji here. There we go. So yep. All right. Well, I really appreciate everyone for being here, and again, have a great week. We're gonna play a bunch of clips on the way out, like we always do. And all right, so let me do that, and thank you again, everyone, and we'll catch you on the next. Have a great week. Catch you on the next Sunday Night Geekery. All right.
Laddie, don't you think you should rephrase that?
Dead or alive, you are coming with me.
Then we put your name on the script and sent it in.
Didn't you wonder why you were getting checks for doing absolutely nothing?
I figured because the Democrats were in power again.
There's only one thing I want to say to you, Commodore.
You're a dumbass.
Would you like some toast? Mm-mm. Some nice hot crisp brown buttered toast.
Bueller. Bueller. Bueller.
Everything that guy just said is bullshit. Thank you.
I didn't mean to say that the Enterprise should be hauling garbage. I meant to say that it should be hauled away as garbage.
Get to the chopper!
I just love clobbering time.
Fun storming the castle.
It's 106 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
You're still here? It's over. Go home.